Welcome to Way of the Dice! We did it! Finally! I think this is the first time. This is session 81 of Shard Hunters, and we actually
That's right.
started at 6 o'clock! What? I didn't
Bum,
even look
bum,
to see if the video was
bum.
set or right. Look at that in the depths off. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're on time. We're live. This is Way of the
Hold
Dice.
on.
We're throwing
We'll
dice.
fix
Love
it
and
on the
live.
fly.
Heck yeah.
Fix it on the
I'll
fly.
fix it in a minute. Man, it was a fun time last session. We figured some stuff out. You know what? Eve, there were some fun reveals last session. Why don't you tell us about some of them?
To be honest, I don't even know what we did last week.
Amazing. I'm gonna kick it over to
We
Tala.
found,
We
you
found
found out
somebody.
something and got
Found
up
somebody.
and ran all the way to this living room to tell me.
It has something to do with being adopted.
Core. Yeah. I do remember that now. But you guys seem to be doing great. Keep going.
Okay.
I don't remember what happened.
Well, let's see.
It was a
Eve
moon.
was completely floored by the fact that Emma is Core's adopted daughter.
Hey.
Yeah, I sprinted around my house.
Literally.
All right. So that's right. That was one of the reveals. Cool. Core was revealed to have had an adopted daughter, and she is a kickbook monk. She does a lot of fighting. She apparently doesn't remember a lot of things though, like having a husband, which I believe is where we left off. If I'm
We also found him. Yay! The guy that we've been searching for forever.
all right,
yeah.
all right, Akar, you got to fill us in on everything in between though. Okay, what happened?
Everything in between. Well, we went back up. They found out that the room was actually molded iron from the Iron Hag, and it had started deteriorating after we killed it. Then what else did we do? Oh, we went and Winky had a great conversation with our drunkard friend and found out. What did we find out, Winky?
Don't remember.
Oh, my goodness, who is this?
Again,
This guy.
it's the Silver Dragon.
But don't worry, Winky wrote it down in his journal, though.
Yeah. So we found out that this Silver Dragon has several.
Forms.
Yeah, I was about to say personalities or
No, that's not
how
it.
would you say it?
Identities.
Identities. There you go. Personas,
There you
but
go.
physically changing personas. So he's very heavy in the town as far as knowing people and using these different identities to make his way around and not be known. And then after that, we had a nice conversation where he kicked out his ward or assistant, whatever, and proceeded to his basement, where Nita made it pretty again. Completely, utterly 20 rolled 20 pretty. And then we found out that there was a hole in the floor where he moved one of the tiles where all of his loot was stolen. So Winky fell down the hole because he was tied
No,
to a
I was
rope.
pushed.
Oh, are you sure about that? I think you just
Still
tripped.
counts as a fall.
Where we proceeded to find Mr. Lufkin, the guy that we've been searching for weeks now.
Oh,
And there we are. Did I miss anything, guys?
You
You're
missed
muted.
the moon.
That's funny. I think Winky missed a lot. Saying who? Who is
Well, I
Lufkin?
was gonna let him tell that story.
All right, Winky, you want to tell the story
full
of Mr.
moon.
Lufkin?
don't know it.
Don't know it at all.
I
Any
honestly didn't know his
guesses?
name. Didn't know his name until Mo just said it.
What does he do? Who is he? What's his job?
I'm guessing he's a wizard or someone who searched or did something with the stones, I guess. No.
No.
Okay.
You want to take another stab at it?
He did live in Mage Town. I'll give you that.
Mm-mm.
That's where the house was, wasn't
No.
it? In Mage Town?
That
Oh,
that was
His
the
mage friend's house was in Mage Town.
Silver
right,
Dragon's
that's right.
house was somewhere.
This guy had like a little place that he had, but he mostly stayed at the university or whatever, the academy.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. That's right.
I thought
He
we
was a
lost
teacher
Wiki.
at the academy, and he was supposed to be helping Eric.
That's right. He was the. My brain stopped working. Hatala, finish my statement.
He was the reinforcements that Eric was having come to help him. And
Where's he at and
so
what's he doing? And who is
where's
Eric?
Eric?
So it's session
Eric
81.
is
Let's do a little recap of who Eric is and
Eric
what he's
is
doing.
down south, dealing with
He's
a bunch
dead.
of the stuff that's going on down there, which has helped us because if we go down there, I, Hatala, am wanted dead. So it's a good thing that Eric's dealing with a bunch of the stuff down south, the cultists and things like that that are propping up. And
And we haven't revealed that part of the map, right?
That and also
Nope.
Eric was my previous supervisor. I worked under in his squad or in his
Yes, we all
company.
know how you introduced. I pay attention.
Oh, so you remember that much? Okay, so but you don't remember Lexington at all. Got it.
Oh goodness.
I'm getting so cocky about stuff.
All right, that he does know.
All right. All right. All right. Well, we'll kick it over to the GM to get us rolling.
Where you left off, you found a man covered in rubble underneath the Silver's treasure room, and y'all managed to pick him up. And didn't y'all give him a healing spell?
I think we did some healing checks. I don't know about healing spell.
All right,
Eve helped
she
him out.
healed him. We asked his name, but he said his head hurts. We had he had not eaten in a while, so we gave him some food, and then he was able to tell us his name.
Yes.
Cliffhanger. It ended up cliffhanger.
So been healed and been fed.
In fact,
All
you
right.
were the one that gave him the bacon, Winky.
What?
You gave him the bacon.
We didn't give him bacon.
You
No,
gave
you
him
did
bacon.
give him bacon. That's specifically what a car said. Get him bacon. And
I
then it
did-
was like,
said-
Right, but what about the
But that's
ghost?
for
And
the
you're like,
ghost.
just give him the bacon.
Okay. So, you have found Professor Lufkin. His head is. You can tell he's got some injuries to the head, but it doesn't appear to be anything that you would consider enough to cause memory loss.
Except that everybody else has been losing memory, so we can't promise that he doesn't have memory loss.
Yeah, I think that relics made it through to the real world and
was Emma with
fried
us?
Winky's brain.
Emma was following you, but most likely she did not come down here. Because y'all never said you sent her away, and she was following you at the library.
Mhm. Well then, let's do the. Emma! Emma, can you come on down?
She comes down. Yes?
Do you recognize this person?
She looks at him and is like, I think I know you, but I don't know how.
Sir, do you know her?
What is his face? What is his face
Yeah.
expression?
His face looks the same complexion that she has, because he's like, I think I know you, but I don't know how.
All right, good. At least they both forgot.
Yes, so you both
We'll
forgot,
deal
which
with the rest of
means
it
that
later.
just want to let you both know that you're supposed to be married to each other, though you both don't know that. There's something going on, something messing with and taking people's memories. Um,
Married?
yeah, there's gonna be a whole, probably a lot of awkwardness between you two for a little bit.
That's kind of surprising. I didn't think I'd ever be married.
Like somebody waking up out of a coma.
Oh, how long have I been down here? I know it's been at least a couple of days.
It's been, what would you say, 2 or 3 days?
I don't know.
That would be our recollection because we lost a couple days ourselves. So
We could ask the
I'll say a month.
what's
They said it was a few days ago that he left the prison area.
well, we know how long ago he was robbed.
Do we?
I'm pretty sure that it was mentioned.
Wiki, check your boat.
Guess I'll check my butt.
You don't have anything in it about that.
Cool.
Well, okay. What was the dragon's name?
Drunk
Dragon
dude.
had many names, but
Yeah, many,
it seems to
yeah.
go by the silver. That's what people seem to call it.
The
Miss
silver.
Mr. Silver, how long ago were you robbed?
About 5 days ago,
Hmm.
maybe.
So we're guessing you've been here that whole time.
I mean, we've been here for a week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So he could have been down here before the robbery.
I would anticipate that he ended up down here because of the robbery.
Hmm?
I don't know why he would have been here before it.
Well, he's been down in some tunnel before the
The-
robbery for a while.
The hags were trying to get somebody to do this for them. They clearly got him to do it and then left him here for some reason.
Because they thought he was dead.
Because he was covered in rubble. And
I mean, they probably would have eaten him
probably-
then.
He's probably no longer needed either.
They probably would have eaten him then.
Just seems odd that they wouldn't have eaten him or anything. I know the rubble thing, but
I
they seem
don't
to be
think that they
fairly
would have stopped
dedicated.
for I don't think they would have blew up the place, stopped for a snack, and then tried to carry everything out. I think it was more of
I
a
don't know. They
smash and
seem pretty
grab type
dumb
thing.
to me.
Well, not all of them are dumb. There's some of them that are pretty smart.
Well, one.
The mistress and whoever that shadow one is.
I don't think that one's a hag.
Well, I feel like they're pulling the strings and would have just said it's time to go, and then the others would follow in line. And if they had eaten him, we couldn't get clues. So let's get clues.
He wasn't eaten because of his plot armor.
Plot armor, I love it.
Dang it, I forgot my can opener.
All right, so we've got this tunnel. Do we want to send these two head injury cases back, or do we want to try to keep them with us?
I would think that they'd probably become a liability at some point due to that. I understand that they're probably very strong and everything, but they do need to recover.
Agreed. And I think the silver would take good care of them.
Have you shown him his code, his cipher?
I haven't. We did grab it from the academy, so I'll show it to him, and I'll ask him. You know, do you understand your code, what you were writing? Do you remember Eric?
He looks at it and he's like, he laughs.
What'd you write?
I don't know, but that made me laugh.
Can I see it?
Can you see the code?
Yes.
Yeah, you can see it.
And
Where's
now,
this
Winky.
Nothing
Yeah, what
happened.
now?
Nothing. Just nothing. We were waiting.
He laughs
like,
too. laughs too, like he acts like he knew it. Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
Eric? And he gives Eric's full name.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in years.
Are you still in communication with with the wizard?
And did you name the wizard?
Yes.
Yeah, my friend.
Yeah.
Me, him, and Eric. We went back a long ways.
Yeah, your friend is sadly he's dead. I think these hags also killed him.
Oh, by the way, your friend's dead. Sorry, he got killed.
No.
Very subtle.
After all the stuff we went through, he died here in town? I'm assuming we're in town based on everything I see around us.
Yep, upstairs is the
So-
house, and that leads into town.
So that means
Yeah.
he's known that mage longer than he's known Emma.
Probably.
Dude's just getting
Probably.
like bombs dropped on his brain right now.
So, did he say that he was still within communication with his wizard friend, or?
No, his
That
friend
was
is dead. It was his friend that was doing the communication for him.
I
Mhm.
think that's actually
Okay.
correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, his friend was the wizard who was doing the communications.
Yeah. Would you be able to, you and Emma, would you two be able to work on translating your cipher?
I assume so. I mean, it's obvious I know it. It's just I don't remember it.
I take it we're gonna go down this, at least investigate this tunnel.
We'll see what's down there.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, well, you guys seem pretty banged up. Would you guys mind either staying here at the academy and resting up and getting healthy and working on the cipher?
Yeah, sure. We'll go back to the academy.
Okay,
If
okay.
you're going after them, corridor to the right.
Thank you. Any other tips that you can think of? Do you
She's
know?
a beautiful woman.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, do you know?
Mistress.
Oh yeah, the mistress, but there was another. Do you know the mistress's friend?
The shadow person. Person in the shadows.
I don't know who the mistress is.
Hmm.
All I remember is as I was laying in the rubble, some woman was over me and she touched something to my head, and that's when I started getting a massive headache, and then she walked off down the corridor.
Okay.
For some bad. Is that how the removing memories?
I think we covered it last week. I didn't feel a pull from this guy.
Yeah. Okay.
That was probably removal of memories.
Yeah, that was probably the relic that was being used.
She's probably the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
I'll look
I
to
want
see
to
if
look over it. I want to look over at Emma real quick. Like,
see if she's ready to punch him.
She only has a slight sneer on her face, and then she realizes y'all are looking at her, and her face goes back to her stoic face.
Ready. Alright, Emma.
bump through and through.
I guess we'll say our goodbyes, and unless there's something else you guys want to talk to him about. Okay. Well, I guess
Yeah, I
we'll
want them to get working on that cipher. And start
yeah,
working
we'll
on
part
getting
ways
numbers
and get
back.
on down this tunnel.
Okay. So they head back to the academy. And you can tell that Silver is doing something in his treasure room.
I guess I'll poke my head up and look if no one else is.
Well, I'm a dwarf. I'm not like poking my head up anywhere.
Definitely curious.
The rest
about
of your
what's
party is
proposed there.
below 3 foot tall.
Yeah, I'll anybody that wants to, I'll boost them up.
Yeah,
I'm taller than
Me?
3 foot.
Here, Winky, stand on my shoulders, and then I'll
holding
stand
up
on Core's
6
shoulders.
people.
Anyways.
There is a ladder. There still is a ladder.
Yes.
Just
The
faced
silver
away.
is working in his room. Cleaning up some rubble, making things organized. Looks like he might be even tracing some runes on the walls.
Does it look like
We're-
anything I could assist with?
We're looking to
Not
begin
really.
to investigate the tunnel down the way here. Is there anything else you need us to do while we're here?
He turns over shut. Are you talking to me now?
Well, yes.
No, I'm good. I just gotta get everything back up and running again. Maybe increase the defensive sigils? I don't know. Don't seem like they worked. Gotta figure out how that human managed to get in.
Yeah, maybe less of an explosion, more of like a trap type thing.
Well, the explosion was on the artifact to try to blow it up if someone tried to steal it.
Ah,
Somehow he bypassed it, and I don't understand that.
we will figure it out.
Just need a gelatinous cube spawner. Grabs him.
Don't need a Jello spawner.
All right, so what do you do?
I guess we're gonna go down this hallway and to the right.
Okay. You go down the hallway and to the right, and you can see there's a place where several individuals were camped at for a little bit.
Can't.
Can we tell how many?
It's really hard to tell because of the stone. There's not much soft material, but the dust has been completely removed in about a 10-foot area, and there looks like there was a campfire.
Okay.
I'm guessing either 4 or 5 people.
Okay. Car, is there anything else you want to try learning here? You want to keep on going?
Yeah, I want to take a quick look over and see if there's anything that I can, as far as amount of people or anything like that, or
Okay.
perception.
No, that for you that would be the tracking.
Survival.
Yeah.
Through a 19.
All right. Your best guesses is at least 3 or 4 individuals were down here, but there were others coming and going at times. And some of them, from the looks of this area, were probably here for at least more than a month.
So would I be able to deduce that this is like a checkpoint / outpost type thing? Kind of
Now
like a
it looks
measure?
like somewhere it looks like in a military campaign when you set up an outpost to have a scout near an enemy position.
Yeah, that's kind of what was like a. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Somewhere where it's close to where you need to be, but not so many people as you can get out if need be. Okay. I want to
And
relay that
the
message.
area itself, you notice from where you're sitting, you can see 5 different tunnels someone could run down.
Hey, did you see the tunnels, guys?
Let's all take a
So-
different. Let's all take a separate tunnel, and like speed this up.
Let's just
All
split
right,
the party.
cool. So I'll go with Eve, or somebody needs to go with Eve. I think. I mean, I'm more than willing to
might
go with the
follow.
healer.
I think everyone chooses to go with the healer.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, there's 5 and there's 6 of us, so
Where
you
are
know.
we going? I zoned out.
We're not going anywhere right now. We're debating on if we split up and choose these 5 tunnels, or if we.
Why don't you take a look, see if we can figure
Uh,
out which one is most heavily trafficked.
We should all stick together just in case we get attacked.
I can see which one has the most traffic.
The only ton of traffic you can see is one of the tunnels obviously goes out a little bit and has a crack or a crevice. That a lot of activity was at that crevice.
Let's go down the most dangerous path.
All right. Well, how does everybody feel about going that way?
I'll go wherever you lead.
I'm going that way.
Okay.
Okay, you go to the crevice.
Yes.
Can we wait? I want to use my chalk and start making marks so we don't get lost.
All right. When you get to the edge of the crevice, you think you can smell the reason why they went to the crevice.
I don't want to follow
All
Akari
right.
anymore.
Nope. Nope. Yeah.
It's nothing big enough for a person to go through, but it's just about the right size to have a foot on each side.
Wait, what?
All right, Wakey. I think they went down there.
What is it? I'm confused.
I'm gonna let you lead because you got the better vision in the dark. I want you to go
What
down
is it?
there first.
Can I yeet him off into the hole?
No,
If he
it's too
tries,
small for any of y'all.
what is it?
Can I make the hole wider?
Hold
Okay.
on. I want to see what this is and why it's so fun.
Just hit the ground around it and see if you can break it open.
Can
a little
someone
bit.
tell me what it is first and why it's so funny?
It's
You're gonna have to get that from the GM.
it's the poop hole.
It's a hole that goes deep underground and just the right width to sit 1 foot on each side.
So you can poop.
It's the crack the poop goes through.
All right. Well, that's the most heavily trafficked one. So let's go to the second heavily trafficked one.
Now, again, this underground area, there is almost no treads of any kind because of it being pure rock. There's no soft earth of any kind down here. This is an old, somewhat natural formation or a mined area, and sometimes there's a little bit of rocky debris, but most of this area has been swept cleaner than you would expect.
Is there any wearing down of the rock from like people walking over it consecutively, like a long time ago?
That would take years.
Yeah, that would take years to have occurred, and no one has been down here enough to really do that since it was
Okay.
sealed up.
Okay.
All right. So we
But
have.
the only thing you can tell is this ground is cleaner than any of the other ground you've seen.
You know how to sweep.
We have eliminated one possible route. So anybody got any other ideas? Just want to tick them off one at a time, or
Let's go. Let's go to the right. Go back
flip a
and then go
coin,
back to the right.
roll a d4?
Let's go to
What were
the
you
right.
saying, Winky?
I said let's go back and then go to the right.
Well, again, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you can arbitrarily go running around underneath this city till you all die of natural deaths. There's enough caverns down here for you to never, ever find what you're looking for.
Sounds like a challenge.
Let's go.
This isn't Legend of Zelda, where if you go down the right corridor, you find exactly what you're looking for.
These are not the droids you're looking for. Oh, okay. We'll pick the other channel then.
This
It's the
It might-
same thing as like saying someone's in the woods. You're not going to arbitrarily pick a direction in the woods and find what you're looking for.
How big are the woods?
I mean,
All right, guys. I think this may be a
I'm
lost
getting the
cause
feeling
at the
of
moment.
I'm getting the feeling of go back up to the town because you're not gonna find anything.
We have really the only thing we have is looking into the cipher. I don't know what other direction we have at the moment. Can you guys think of anything? Maybe back to the underground cavern underneath the academy and clear off the rubble there.
I like underground.
let's
I
go.
think that'd be the other. That's another.
Yeah, because y'all still haven't entered the caverns underneath the academy.
Let's go to the caverns underneath the academy.
There you
Okay.
go.
Alrighty.
On your way back, you find that the Silver has already started putting runes back in his new treasure room.
Alrighty.
And as you're walking by, he claps the dwarf on the back. Good job, little buddy. Good job.
I think he likes you.
I will restrain from just casting.
Do
Just out of,
we
out
know
of
what the runes
reaction.
she's putting in there are?
I don't think it matters what you would cast.
Do we know what the runes she's putting in there are?
No, there's some form of protective rune, but they're in a language none of you understand.
I'll write it
Hey.
down just in case.
Hey,
You don't
Core,
have time.
Hey, Core, whenever we get all this settled and sorted, you might want to have some knowledge transfer between you and Silver. You are a smart one.
Just fly in my.
I know I read most of the books. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out a voice for Core at the moment.
Talking a vast.
Like I said, are we talking about like talking in each
Scratch
other's
voice.
head kind of thing? Because I have a lot of voices in my head.
No. I mean, he might be able to teach you how to have a bunch of voices because he does a lot of them himself. But I'm talking about actual like language knowledge, and I mean, he is a dragon, so he's been around for a long time.
I mean, we could see if he has any language devices, but he'd probably be more apt to give Nadep something as compensation for clearing out the basement.
Yeah,
Oh.
and yeah, he
I
probably
wouldn't be too out of character yet. I will, when he claps me on the back, I will turn around and put my hand out for payment, and just see what he does.
He shakes your hand vigorously, causing you to come off the ground every time he moves his hand.
We probably shouldn't ask a dragon for stuff.
Well, I appreciate the sign of gratitude, but
You can
I
tell
would-
from his grip. Have you ever seen Avengers Assemble cartoon?
Yes.
Remember Hulk saying, "Treat everything like egg."
Okay.
That's the impression you get when he's shaking your hand.
Yes, he is not trying to shake my head hard. I got you. I'm still gonna ask for money.
Come on.
Or some
It's
kind of
always
I'll tell you
compensation.
this, guys.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you manage to find my treasure, I will give you some of it.
Hey,
But as you see, my room she be empty.
Yeah, but you have knowledge. I could use some knowledge. You got any cool
Yeah, but that
tricks?
takes a long time. It
Nah,
is boring.
Especially for you, boy.
you gotta
But
have some
I
really
do
good,
have
good
one
trick.
bit of serious advice.
Okay.
If you find the relic, don't touch it, don't play with it, bring it back here.
Don't use fireball.
There's
Don't
an
touch-
option. If you misuse it, it can completely erase your entire mind.
Okay.
Okay, so if we can't touch it, then how do we bring it back? Exactly.
Tongs.
Continually deal with stuff we can't touch.
Tongs.
Tongs. Need
Is
a
there
pot
is
of
there a way?
tongs.
Is there a safe way to touch it? Is there a safe way to touch it? Is what I'm getting.
No,
at.
Tongs.
Don't play with it. Don't do things with it. Don't try to do anything with it. It is an incredibly
Thank you.
dangerous object.
What was it?
Yeah. I mean, like in that aspect, yeah, definitely. We've run across a lot of things that we shouldn't have touched, and we've learned our lesson. Hopefully,
What
at
was
this point.
He
the
sniffs around at all. He sniffs around at all of you. Yeah, I can tell.
what was the size of the
Most-
artifact?
It's a dwarf's fault. It's a dwarf's fault.
It's about the size of a human skull.
Okay.
Is it
Because
a
it's
human skull?
about like a human skull.
Second question, real quick. Will it explode or anything horrible happen if we put it into a bag of holding?
I've never tried. I don't like putting extremely powerful relics in dimensions I don't have access to in case something goes wrong.
Right.
Don't do that.
Cool.
Good deal.
Cool. All right, good
Put
advice.
it in your
I
breast
kept
pocket.
it in a sack for a while because, oh, there's another side effect. Anyone who's had the item used on them has no recollection of the item. If you look at it, as soon as you look away, you've forgotten you looked at it.
Interesting.
It's a defensive effect the item does, and I'm
That's
not
exactly
sure
what
why.
happened with the episode.
So keep eye contact until it's in a sack, and then you'll remember the sack.
But
Yeah,
you
but
won't
you
remember
forget-
what's in the sack.
You'll forget what was in the sack.
You'll need
Got
to
it.
write it down.
So
or put
somebody,
I gotcha.
somebody,
Thing on
when
your
we
finger.
do, if we do find it, one or two people can only look at it. We need to have people remember what's in the bag. What's in the bag?
We just need to write on the bag
Now-
beforehand.
Now it's exactly
Artifact.
what the Doctor Who
Inside.
episode.
With the angels.
The silence.
The angels, you don't forget them.
It's
No.
the silent. It's the
The
silence.
They
silence-
move when
is
you're
that
not
the one with the
looking and take
TVs?
your future life.
No, it's the one with the
Time.
like
I was about to say time travel, but never mind.
the gray looking alien.
Wow, that went on a tangent.
It's the one with the marks. Okay.
That's absolutely correct.
Alright.
All right, let's do this.
We've been called out for a tangent. Let's get back on the road.
Yes.
On the road again.
All right. You make it back to the street. And you are now. You're not sure exactly where you are because you weren't paying that much attention, but you are somewhere
Oop, hold up. Let me
over here.
get the.
Middle of the city,
Yeah.
close to the park.
You ping it again. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So
Core,
the quickest route would be to take the main road and then take the branch that heads towards the academy.
Yeah.
you're pretty close on your assumptions of where the Silver's lair would be.
Glad someone was listening because I don't even remember. I think I forgot that.
Because remember, he didn't like wasn't uppity
Oh,
up
that's
like
right.
commoners. So yeah, he was not going to be in the fancy places
The
of
upper
town.
district. Yep. Okay. Alrighty, yeah, we'll follow the main road.
Okay. You make it back to the road that goes to the academy, and one of the constables is standing outside of the small little jail place y'all passed by earlier. Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing good, sir. How are you?
It's the idiot constable.
That's mean.
How many of us remember this guy?
That's right.
Winky does not, Eve does, and Akar does not.
I don't remember that.
I mean, how can you forget this guy?
A relic. I mean,
We
Okay.
forgot the chair kid. We didn't even check if the chair kid was in that group we found.
None of us remember the chair kid.
I know.
Winky's got an elephant that's trying to kiss his neck.
What?
All right. Well, anyways, the idiot constable is sitting there. How you guys doing? Been weird, isn't it?
What's been weird?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what you're talking about.
Everyone's just acting so strange.
And how so?
They're acting strange.
Cool.
Hey,
That's a
are they
great
acting
definition.
forgetful, like they don't remember things?
I thought I was the dumb one, but today they're being dumb.
Forgot their keys in their phone.
Oh.
What are
Which,
they doing?
Which people are?
Super silent.
How are they being dumb?
I mean, it's the whole office. They're just all being dumb.
Can we go in?
Oh, yeah, sure. He goes to open the door and falls down as he goes.
Oh my
Whoa.
goodness.
Careful, buddy.
Why?
He
What
gets
is
up,
Core
opens the
just doing
door.
something?
Sorry. That's just me.
Okay.
And he opens the door, and the police precinct looks just like you would expect it. Everyone's busy and doing their jobs.
So what's different about these guys?
I mean, last night I made sure to feed everybody in the cells. They said they don't need me today.
Are all the people in the cells still there?
I don't know. They said they didn't need me today.
Let's go check on the
My
people in
job
the cells.
lately, I've been taking care of the cells.
Let's go check on the people in the cells.
Can you escort us back to the cells?
Yeah, I guess so. He starts escorting you in, and you see one of the cops sees them and is like, "Haha, what are you doing here?" And they seem to be a little bit more mean than they were previously.
Hmm.
To tell them none of your beeswax.
Not your business.
He takes you into the back, and all the
Not
cells are
yours.
completely empty.
What?
That would be why they don't need you today. Since there's nobody in the cells.
I'm gonna ask if we can get blueprints of this place.
I don't
I
know if
don't-
anyone made a blue picture of it.
I don't know if it would even be needed. I mean, if they got in and they released the prisoners, I mean, they could have done it anyway. They don't remember even having prisoners, I would assume.
I'm gonna ask the guards if they have blueprints of the building.
One of the guards looks at you incredibly funny while the other one is putting his hand on his sword. Why exactly would you need a blueprint of my building?
They seem
Uh,
like they recognize us.
They do not.
Can I
we
step
don't
in real
need
quick?
to-
I'm
we're
trying
not
to
gonna be
think of
able
an
to
answer. Hold on,
find
hold
them.
on.
I'm gonna step in front of Winky and say, "Hey, did you notice that the jail cells are empty? I've been doing a good job, right?"
There hasn't been any real crime in a while now.
Oh, really?
Surprisingly, the winter was a little rough, but now that spring's here, everybody seems to be calming down.
Hey, Core, would they normally keep records of like
What was
arrests
that?
and stuff like that?
The
Cricket,
disembodied
cricket,
voice.
cricket,
Oh, I'm
cricket.
sorry.
They
I
would
didn't.
get rid.
I didn't see he wasn't there. My
They
bad.
would probably, if the hags made them disappear, they would probably get rid of the records. Nita.
Well, I don't think NEDUP would know how a police precinct would work.
Well,
But
So-
a car could
The
answer that,
hags.
and so could Core.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I had a conversation with my honey.
So
Now
Missed
you
a
can
lot
make
of
your
that.
statement to Core.
hey,
Missed a lot of that.
Core.
Yes, hey, I've been here the whole time.
Would police stations usually keep their records of like arrests and whatnot,
I should.
and like how long somebody's gonna be in prison?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm gonna turn back to the guy and say, "So, where are your police records?"
He's not gonna give it to us.
He's like, Dwarf, why would I tell you?
yeah, they don't remember us. Were we given something from them before, weren't we?
Hey, can I?
Hatala, they're not gonna remember this. So, Hatala, why don't you just go and break into the cabinet?
No.
Look,
Indeed.
it's
And
not about what they remember. It's the fact that everything's been taken from their memories anyway. So
it.
what's the point? Like, we're
Yeah.
not gonna get information.
What were you
Use
guys
intimidation.
asking the cops? What were you
What?
guys been working on
intimidation.
investigating recently? Were you doing the silver investigation?
They don't recognize us, Will.
Oh,
They don't remember us. The cells are
Also-
empty, and they think crime has been down.
Oh. well.
Also, if
Which is why I'm
Also-
like,
also you got to remember, guys, too, that remember the books of how many children were at the school were altered as well.
okay,
That's what I
right?
was
So
saying.
there's
And
a
that's what
possibility all
Winky
their
was
stuff
saying
is-
earlier.
yeah.
They've been doing a really good job of
Hold on.
changing.
You do have the
Information.
trinket that you were given by the detective.
That's why. Thank you. That's what we would show.
And do you show
Why
it?
not? I don't know if
Yes.
I should show it.
Can I show it?
I don't think I showing it is going to be a good idea.
Can I show it?
Somebody else is going to have to show it.
I got my butt hammer. Can I show it?
Yes, you can show it, Winky.
Okay. I show it then.
He's like, hey, Captain. Another guy comes in. The captain you talked to earlier. Yeah, this guy's got your mark. What? He comes over and looks at it. Where did you get this?
From
Oh,
you?
where'd you get this?
We were all given it.
Yeah,
Guys,
we-
you don't remember it.
we were
We were
giving
giving it to by you and your constables.
Yeah, we were
We've
helping
been
with an investigation, and you gave it to us.
There's magical properties that are going on inside of this city, and memories are being taken.
Maria? I mean, I only give this when it's important. And
It was
no
important.
one has done anything to attack me, so I can't think it was stolen. You say you were working on a case with me?
There's
Yes.
The
been
missing
many
children at the school. Yes.
missing children, many murders. We actually have killed several hags.
Entire families
already.
disappearing.
Hold on. He goes into his office and opens up a cabinet, and the entire cabinet is empty. And he
That's gotta
slams
be a
it, opens
clue.
up the next one, and it's full. Opens up the next one, it's full. Opens up the next one, it's full. Then
What
goes
was
back
like-
to that one.
For
Is that
Hmm.
this year's?
That,
information?
that's what we've been doing this year.
Right.
can we see the blueprints of the building, please?
It's like, okay, we've settled this. Give me the blueprints.
It's like, you
The
trust me?
blueprints.
Cool.
I don't have any blueprints.
Do you know where we can get them?
But
Really?
hold on. He goes over to the jail and pulls out a key and unlocks a door, opens up a small room and unlocks a cabinet and opens up the cabinet. Well, these papers are all here. He pulls out a booklet, slams it down, opens it up, and flips towards the end. And he's sitting there. You see him looking at the cells. This book says we have 10 people in custody right now.
See, this is what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Well, but they weren't going to listen to the people they didn't recognize. We had to get past that point.
Now, the last
the
time
hacks-
people were
Thanks
going
for the
missing
assist.
like
But
this, there
but
was
I can
a
hear- I
secret
can hear-
wall. There's no, you don't have any tingles or anything going on, Winky?
Well,
Yeah,
he
I'm
didn't
gonna
have
use-
any. To be fair, I don't think he had any in that room
Oh, that's
either,
true.
because there were no
Oh.
doors.
I'm going to use the hammer sense.
detect magic too.
You did not detect anything.
Okay.
I can hear as the captain's looking through the book and the depths in the back going, exactly, that's what I said.
It's, he starts thinking about it, and he's like, "Where's Henry? He's supposed to be here today."
Oops.
He calls out, and the constable that's not the bright one is with him. Like, he was here last night. He was the last one out, last one here.
Who was that?
Henry, he's one of my deputies. He
Where
was
does
supposed
he
to be on
live?
duty last night.
Where does Henry?
live?
Where does Henry live?
He lives on the outskirts. He actually took a house over there. He wanted to be close to work.
Really want to get the
They
blueprints
give
of
you the
it.
address for Henry's house.
Oh, thank
Would you mind if I detected if there's any magic in here?
Sure. Go ahead.
I would like to detect magic.
All right. You can detect lingering magic that is almost gone. It's too weak to tell what it was, but apparently within the last 24 hours, a good amount of magic was used in here.
From where?
And do I get a feeling of the type?
No, it's too weak to tell what it was.
Can I feel around the walls of the cells and the room? See if there's any strange things in the walls.
You do not feel anything. Nothing seems out of place in the cells at all.
What about the ground?
No.
We would remember the signs of what we saw in that other in the barracks, seeing the fake wall and everything. Do we see
Yeah.
anything like that?
No, nothing engineering wise looks wrong.
Okay.
I want to say that they walked the prisoners out the front door and wiped everybody's minds.
That's what I thought to begin with as well. So I agree.
Can I go check outside to see if there's anything that if the building is bigger than normal? Of any
No.
part of the building? No? Okay.
This building does not look like there's anything wrong with it.
I think we need to check on Henry.
What if we dig under the building? Would there be like
Why would we need to dig?
because there might be a passageway under the
He
building.
still thinks that there is a secret passage somewhere.
There's no way they walked them out the front door.
Nobody
It is
here
if they
remembers
wiped
anything.
their minds.
I mean,
They could have been searching for them all night, and then they wiped their minds out, and
Then
they
why
would
would
know.
they? Why would they do the thing with the school then?
I mean, the
What are
Iron
you talking
Hag
about?
is
The
dead
school,
now.
they
He-
didn't have the
rather
ability
than
to
the-
erase minds, and now they do.
Okay.
Unless you're gonna knock on every single wall and floor to see if there's some metal hatch or
I
something.
mean, I'm not seeing anything in here. It
Yeah,
does. It's not like it
we-
was
we
before.
have
There's
a-
no extra space.
We do definitely have a better lead with Henry.
I mean, I'm really worried that how this has gone in the past. I'm very concerned we're finding another dead body, but it is our best lead right now.
All right, you go to Henry's house. It's a small house, not on the total edge of the outskirts, but it is in the outskirts. And it's not a full house. It's like a duplex, but there's like 7 of them.
It's not a full house. It's a Family Matters.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
All right, and the door is slightly ajar.
Ajar. What does that mean?
It means that it's part door and part ajar.
Whoa.
Half a door, half a jar.
The door of holding.
Seriously, what does ajar mean? Does it mean like it's cracked open?
Yes.
Like this?
Correct.
It's not shut completely. Good job.
Damn.
Yes. Yeah.
As you
So
knock,
this-
it swings a little bit more open.
I guess I'm just gonna open the door then
Okay.
and walk
You can
inside.
see that the house has been totally ransacked.
Is there any food in it? I'm kidding.
Yet again, another ransacked house.
I'm gonna look around the house, see if I can find anything.
Sorry, I got a gnat flying around my room. It's very annoying. I'm
I
gonna
have
get it.
2
but-
flies.
Yeah, we had a wasp
I have
earlier.
2
That's why it
flies.
disappeared.
So
Oh,
is anyone
that-
else going to be attacked by flying bugs tonight?
I don't
am
know.
Not
We
planning
might.
on it, but I am looking around now.
But I'm about to send that fly from my room to your room.
All right. Anyone who wants to make perception checks?
Yes.
A roll, a roll, a roll. Yes.
I'm the only one who walked inside the house. Come on.
We would have followed you. Ooh, look at that 19. I got 2 rolls tonight. Both of them were 19.
And Hitala with a 19 as well.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody but Core notice that the mess in the room seems a little. It's like someone came in, just threw everything on the ground and left. It's not the kind of mess you would make if you were actually searching for something.
Like organized chaos.
No, it looks like theater. Someone was pretending to search for something.
So maybe because they wanted to be like he left town for good.
I mean,
Are there any?
overthink it, but
I would be more of like it
Right.
seemed like somebody came through to try to ransack to find something, but there's nothing here to find. To make it look like it's already been pre-searched so that nobody
The only
searches
thing you do
anymore.
not find, you do find his sword and his boots and his shield, but you do not find his keys to the jailhouse.
He has boots, a sword, and a shield, but he has no other armor besides boots.
He may have been wearing his armor,
Then why does
but you found his sword, his boots, and his shield, and did not find his keys.
where's his armor?
so he left stuff here. Like he got off duty, he came here, he left some stuff here, but he did not bring the keys. So it's if something, let's say something enticed him, okay, something took control of him, got him to work for them. It dropped off these things, probably things that were made of metal that they couldn't stand being near. I don't know. But the keys they needed, so they brought those with him and had him unlock the cells, had them free them, and they made it look like here that somebody broke in, maybe killed him. I don't know. I think I'm like to do a search, see if there's anything else, clues or things in this area
What is
that would give us more information.
What about?
what is his equipment made of? Going off of Fatala's metal
I
thought
mean,
process.
boots though. What if?
I-
What if he was sleepwalking? You just grab
Man,
He
the
wears a
keys.
full
even
plate of
even
armor.
so, I think it was probably under the control of these
Yeah.
these creatures. But yes,
Winky,
that sounds
Can
plausible.
I investigate the sword and shield to see what the material was made out of?
yes, they seem to be ordinary, but they do seem to be of higher quality than average.
That is expected.
Who walks off without their boots?
That's being controlled.
I mean, Hatala doesn't wear shoes at all.
This is true. Was he a halfling?
Well,
Do we know if
we're-
Henry was a
we're-
halfling?
Why would Henry own boots?
That's why he left them.
Exactly.
Maybe he can
They
also
were a
have.
gift.
This final day of his
Part-
life, he was like, you know what? I don't know why I own these boots, and I don't know why I've worn
Can we
them, but I
look
finally
around the
get one."
house just to make sure there's no dead bodies stuffed in a chimney or in a closet or
Yeah.
anything?
You can make one more perception check each.
3. Oh my gosh.
Uh.
I got Payton's rolls from last week.
Yep.
What?
Glad somebody else got him, not me.
All right. Eve, you can tell for a fact no one was killed in this house. This house has not been a site of violence or crime or anything else, but you can tell that it looks like your guess is he may have been sitting down on a reclining seat with cushions on it and got up and just walked out the house.
He got up and walked away.
That's what happened, guys.
Is there a window nearby? Can we look outside to see if there's any tracks or anything right outside the window?
Wait,
Or a
Do not
puddle
find any
on the
tracks outside the
windowsill?
window.
I just realized this. So
Is
the
there
guy
a
said
puddle on
That
the
was a winter
windowsill?
hag too, and it's begun to warm up, so
Mm.
that
And-
may
and
be.
we did kill 2 of them in the cave.
One winter hag.
We killed whatever was in the cave.
Well, no,
Some of them ran
there were
off.
Oh,
more of
Iron
them ran
hag and a
away than
winter
what we
hag.
killed.
I
I-
thought they
I
were all
have-
green hags though.
I have an idea.
Oh,
Two
well,
green hags,
okay.
2 snow hags, 1 iron hag, and then another one that I don't remember.
I have an idea. Can we use the boots and have the wolf we have sniff him out?
Ooh, good idea.
You asked Jack?
Did you have a bug? Now he's got a bug. All right, that's 3 for 3, 3 out of 6. So we got 3 more to go.
All right, so you're gonna offer the boot to Jack?
Yeah.
He's like, ooh. He's just sniffing around, and he starts walking out towards the edge of town.
Let's follow him.
Jack.
After about 30 minutes outside of town, like it looks like he's just started walking straight into the wilderness in his bare feet. All of a sudden, his tracks stop, and heavy footprints are heading back to town with boots.
He got boots.
Did he forget his boots and then remember where they were and then go back and get them?
No, there's no
No,
more
'cause
barefoot
goes-
tracks. Now there's boots.
So maybe he found a merchant that was walking through and he bought some boots.
The boot prints come towards him and then come back to town.
This is a different person, y'all.
So someone brought him back to town.
There's only
He
one
met
set
with
of tracks
somebody.
going out and one set coming in.
The booted prints come from town and then head back towards town more southward. towards the farm
Does
area.
he have?
There's
Does he have like a ritual where he has to go over there and come back?
there's
What?
no
And
dead
then
body
one
in the
time he
trees.
just forgot his boots.
I
And
don't
then-
think
but
we
you
would
got-
know. I don't think we would know that, or be able to find that. Most people don't write their rituals down. They just do them.
What's the thing?
Wait.
Good thought process, though. I like the way you're thinking. Thinking
Yeah, I was
outside
thinking
the
because
box.
like, does he have like this thing where he walks that way, and then goes back? But one time he forgot his boots.
Uh-oh. Your connection is attempting to reestablish.
I was gonna say a bunch of y'all just disappeared from. Even I
Yeah.
lost it.
You lost connection to the server, attempting to reestablish.
Yeah. It's getting kind of. I know the OBS is struggling along.
The Forge is having trouble responding now. Their website is.
Uh-oh.
I'm not having no
It's all
problems.
of the internet.
Uh,
The whole internet is going down.
We
I
might
got no
be running
problems.
into some technical
I
issues,
got
no
problems.
guys, but we will fix it and be back. So
My login expired. Let's try that.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in a minute.
yep.
All right, let's see how this goes.
It says you're still in the game.
That looks okay.
Yeah, looks fine.
The smoke coming out
Yeah.
of Car's mouth was very.
Wait,
the
what?
FPS was fine on that.
Yeah,
All right.
perfect FPS.
Now it seems that the Forge is back up and running.
All right.
Cool.
They must have had a hiccup or something because for a second nothing was
And
responding.
walked away.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we haven't had one of those in a while. That's
Probably because I don't know.
yeah,
Because-
yeah.
because-
I don't know.
Because
Mhm.
Because I don't know. Exactly. Good troubleshooting there, Leaky.
all right,
As you,
are we back?
Yes, we are going.
Okay.
You were about to
As I
tell us
say.
exactly what's happening.
You found footprints that are coming from southward outside of town towards his tracks, and then they're heading back straight towards town, but to the south towards the farmland.
It seems like we
So
can
we-
follow those.
Or we followed the scent that Jack is leading us with.
Can somebody tell which of these prints, like, did they? Oh, well, you said they came from there and headed to town, right?
Yeah.
So we can tell
And
that
there's no more prints from the guy.
their destination.
There's no trees, nothing that it could be hidden in.
Is
no,
there- is there
nothing in
any
the ground.
sign- Is there any
Nope.
sign of a fight over here?
Nope.
Did the guy just come up, pick him up, and then start walking?
Did
to
the
the
guy
farmland?
That is where I
Shapeshift.
carried you. Are the prints deeper where he walks to town?
The prints are very large, so it's hard to tell.
Maybe he just
Let's
shapeshift
Look very close.
when he got out here.
Well, there's a total of 3 trails, so that's hard for him to have shapeshifted and left 2 different trails.
3 trails? I thought you said 2
Oh.
trails.
No, there's.
The boots
it's
come up,
2
and then the boots go away.
Yeah, it's technically 2 trails, but you.
All right. So which one do we want to try to follow? Do we want to try to follow Henry to see if
Let's
he's okay, or do
go.
we want to try to
Let's.
follow the new set?
Well, Henry was. These tracks came from his place. They end
Let's,
here. We don't know where they
There's
go.
no more
We've
Henry
got no
tracks.
information.
let's
We can
follow.
only go where this guy came from, where Booted Guy came from, or we can go where he went.
Buddha guy. We should go to Buddha where
I
Booty
didn't
Guy
say
came from.
booty. I said booted.
I said booted. Let's go to the boots path. Let's see where that guy came. Okay.
See where he came from, or see where he went.
King. I've said this 3 times.
Everybody else think that's a good idea? Because I'm gonna be honest, I kind of want to go where he went.
I want to know where he went. I don't really. We can track to where he came from later. We can kind of get an idea where he came from later. I want to go where
What,
he went.
Winky? Why do you think it's more important to know where he came from? I want to know your
Because he
reason.
might be there now.
You think that he might be where he came from, not where he went.
I mean, he may have used the tunnels instead of coming through this path. He could have been. He could be there.
Okay, I mean that's not crazy. That's not crazy at all. He could have came from where he lives and went somewhere else, and now he's back where he lives. I got you. That's logical. What do
I
y'all want to
think the
do?
booted guy walked out there, grabbed the guy Henry, picked him up, and carried him to where he's going.
You
now.
said the
Like he
farmlands,
cradled
right?
him like a little child.
Yeah,
Which
either that or like fireman carry you, threw him over his shoulder.
which edge? Where are we?
I'm just
Edge
imagining
of
like
town.
walking through the
Charles.
threshold after they get married.
Yeah,
And they're singing at the same
I
time.
had a
I'm thinking.
piggyback
I'm
ride
thinking
in my
two
head.
men. I'm thinking
Oh,
two men.
piggyback ride would work, but it's not as funny.
I'm thinking 2 men, especially one that's in mostly plate armor. It's gonna be more of a fireman carry. You're gonna throw him over your shoulder rather than
Do you think one of them has plate armor?
Henry does. That's what he wears. He doesn't have his boots, so he's
He doesn't have his boots, his
but
shield.
he's got his rest of his armor, so he's
Eh.
fairly heavy.
Okay.
So I'm
Winky?
thinking
Do you remember? So you said the farmland, right? This is this place over here. This place, right?
All of these little things here are farms.
Yeah. So are we? So I remember there was a secret tunnel right here that we came through. Could he have been taken there since they were going to the farmland?
Or are we still not sure which direction to go?
You guys, I'm done because you guys.
One, where he came from.
Thanks,
2,
Yellen.
where he went. Let's go where he went.
It's
Is that okay, Winky? Fair? I let it.
I mean,
let
it's
it
the dice. It's the dice.
This
play
is
the
the
dice,
way.
my man.
This is the way.
So you follow where the footprints go to.
Correct.
Okay. After a few minutes of following them, you see the house in the distance of the big man.
I had a feeling.
I got a feeling. Oh, that was short
Wait.
enough to where it's not.
that
right?
guy's already pissed at us. I don't think we need to piss him
No,
off
he's not.
more.
He understands we have mental problems.
I
And
don't.
memory problems. We got mental
told
and
you-
memory.
I told you guys not to do that, and you guys did it anyway.
To do what? Wait,
Piss him
what?
off.
We don't remember it.
We don't remember pissing him
I
off.
remember perfectly.
That's the only thing he remembers.
He gets so adamant about what he does remember that it's like I don't know about the other stuff.
Well, Charles did make it canon that whatever Elijah forgets, his character forgot, and whatever he remembers, his character remembered.
Yeah,
Because I guess it is kind of humorous.
I only remember the first 2 sessions. Monkey doesn't know anything else besides that.
Woo! All right, let's get this train back on the tracks.
Okay, but you see the house in the distance and the tracks are leaning towards it.
Let's go on
Winky,
up to the
you
house.
gonna go? Yeah. Let's gonna have Winky do it.
Go knock on the door if he's not outside.
And you hear, hold on. A few minutes later, the door opens up and he steps out, closing it behind him. What? Oh, you guys. Have you forgotten again?
Yeah, we
I'm gonna
perfectly
let you know
remember.
that we probably don't remember what we've forgotten or forgotten what we don't remember.
I
That's a very good point, actually.
think I remember we met once. I'm sure we
I
met
remember
more.
That's
2
not right, but
times.
yes.
Twice?
Like
That's
2
right.
times.
We've
We did meet
talked to him 2 times. I remember talking to him 2 times.
Okay. Do you know Henry?
Who?
Well, he would have been a barefoot guard out in the woods last night.
Oh, that
Oh.
man.
Yeah.
He's recovering.
What happened to him?
Where?
I found him in Sorcel, and he was walking out in the distance. I think he had grabbed some food and was rubbing it on his face as he went out into the wilds.
Like some fresh meat on his face to try to get.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to kill him off with sorcery.
Someone basically made him walk off so that he would disappear.
Okay.
We found his house purposely
We didn't
ransacked.
find his house. Okay, yeah, we found it ransacked. That's true.
Mhm.
Faked ransacked. Purposely ransacked, yeah.
Yeah.
Faked ransacked. But it seems that he was on duty at the guard station, and all of the criminals, or, you know what? All the people who are in cells are no longer there.
Good
I
catch.
don't know if all of them are criminals, but
All of
all
them?
of yes, there was 10 that were supposed to be in there, and they are now gone. And none of the guards there even remember them being there. We brought them at least to knowing that they've forgotten things.
I don't.
We should-
I have not been able to figure out what is causing all these memory issues.
We do have an answer for that now.
Oh,
A
you do?
relic has been
It's a
stolen,
stone.
and they are using it. And this is a very powerful relic that has to do with memory. That is what they are
Well,
using.
that's not good. And I'm guessing it's in the hand of one of the hags.
That is what it seems like.
There's an easier way to
We are
avoid
hearing
losing
of
memory.
at least 2 different types. One that they call the mistress, that is very beautiful and enticing and tries to get you to do her bidding, and another that is a shadowy figure in the background that may have same attributes. So I've got a theory that they're the same person, but that's just me.
That doesn't make any. Nothing calls out about that. The one that's beautiful and tries to convince you, that's definitely a hag for sure. I don't know what kind, because you have to see what kind of powers they exhibit to know that.
Yeah, we're sure at least one is a hag.
Has Henry mentioned anything, or is he woken up, or does he remember what happened last night?
He's still unconscious.
Heal him.
I had to slightly knock him out to make sure he wouldn't keep trying to get away.
Let's tie him up and heal him. Ask him some questions.
He's being
He
treated
is
right
being
now.
healed.
Okay.
But he was a constable because he wasn't wearing an outfit for one.
Yep.
It looks like he just got up and left from his house sometime after he was off duty.
Then it's possible a hag could have used a spell, especially once they have a coven. They can perform spells much higher and powerful than they could individually.
What? That's crazy.
That's always the biggest danger when multiple hags get together. It makes all of them stronger.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the only reasons they tolerate each other.
Yeah, so they could do all that area effect damage and then just leave.
Yes, hags generally don't like to fight. I'm assuming you had a fight with some?
Mm-hmm.
Let me guess, you killed a big giant one and the rest ran away?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep, that was the Iron Hag.
One of them, just so you know, before it left, it turned into her and a point towards Eve. We are sure this is our Eve, but there could be another one
Probably.
running around that is a hag.
Almost all hags have the ability to transform. Certain hags can do it at will, and others do it with actual spells. But a few hags can just inherently take shape.
Just imagining after we're all done with this, Eve just turns into a hag randomly,
It's gonna be like
like on
200
our
sessions
final
from now.
session.
Yeah.
Our final session, she turns into a hag.
I mean, if she's able to still do her healing and everything that she should do as a cleric, and then she does that, I'm gonna be like, hold up now. This hag. It's like, that's not the hag that we changed. That's just what Eve has been this whole time. We just didn't know.
Her secret's finally revealed.
That's her real backstory. She was a hag.
She was a hag that found God.
It was a hag that took a form of a
And
murderer.
because her deity's neutral, the deity was like, whatever.
Yeah, this is
Backstory.
So it sounds like they took all the prisoners from the Brit jail.
Yes.
Do
And
you
if I
know who
remember,
was in the jail?
if I remember correctly, some of the people who had killed their families, were there. I can't remember. I'm getting foggy on some of those
I'm gonna-
details.
Hmm.
Was that right? I know there was a young man who had killed his family.
Can I check my notebooks and
Yeah.
see my notebook and see if there's anything about the prisoners?
I don't think you were actually taking notes at the point that you went to the jail.
He was not.
Did he tell us when he looked in the books who was in the jails?
He did not.
He did say that there were 10 people supposed to be arrested at that time. In custody, I mean.
How many people were in the jail when we went to see? I don't know if we knew.
There were
Wait.
0 prisoners.
No, I'm not talking about then, because we went to the jail and we met with a young man who had killed his family. Well, presumably killed his family. Obviously, it was a hag, and then he was being manipulated and whatever that looked like he was crazy. At least that's, again, my theory.
What you do remember from being in there was probably about 12 people there.
Okay.
12 people total of not prisoners.
No, of prisoners that were there when we interviewed that young man.
Trying to think, was it 12 or 10? I remember it was a double-digit number that
Are
he
you
said.
okay right now? Are you high? Did you smoke something on the way over to this guy's
Yeah,
house?
Winky, the guy did say that he was supposed to have 10 people in there.
Okay.
But when we went to visit the kid that killed his family, there was 12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
way back when.
It's 10 on the books, 12 in person.
From the last memory you have.
Maybe they got sloppy and
Two
accidentally
could have
forgot to
been
remove.
executed, let go, died in custody. Who knows? Or 2 could have been taken earlier and the books were changed. There's no way to know.
Well, at least you now know that Henry is safe.
Does he still have his keys on him?
No, he was basically walking around in his underwear.
Yeah, it sounds like the hags may have those now. Which
So his armor's
probably ought to
gone
let the.
too.
Can I send a message to the captain? Am I close enough to do that?
Not for the simple one.
Yeah, I'm
But
not gonna have time.
you should be able to see a constable walking around because they're pretty much patrolling right now.
Okay, I want to let one of them know that the hags or whatever may have keys to their cells, so they need to be vigilant in keeping them protected. I'll show my seal, whatever it is I got, so that they know that I'm legit.
Okay. And are you going to do that on your way back to the academy where you're still heading?
Yes.
Okay. On the way back to the academy, when you get close to the Lost Warren, you do find a constable, and he runs off to tell the captain. And y'all continue to the academy now?
Yes.
All right, y'all get to the academy, and it's starting to get late.
5:30.
Well, it's 4:30, but
That's late.
at 6 p.m. it's full dark.
Really?
We're high north, so yes.
And it's
Okay.
still not summertime yet. Spring is just starting. So the days will start getting longer, but they haven't started yet.
Okay.
All right, you make it to the entry to the academy, and it's business as usual for them. Hello.
Except hola.
They let you in, and you can hear the ending of the day's training going on. Right now, there's someone yelling at a bunch of kids as they do, down, up, down, up, down.
Wait, what? That's a training exercise?
Oh, yes.
This is the
Physical
training
fitness.
exercise?
They're doing whatever they do, and they say down up, and you got to go down and up.
Okay.
This is normal.
All right, you make it to the main building. What do you do now?
Do you want to check
We
in
go
on the
we
two?
go to the hall.
Yeah, we need to make sure that Emma and Professor made it back.
Okay.
Check with the
Mhm.
super as well.
Where are you gonna go first? To Emma and the professor, or the super?
See super.
Probably probably the super, because I'm not even sure where Emma and the professor would go, so I figure they might go to her.
They
Okay.
yeah they probably go to the infirmary where he was a teacher at. I would think.
He was a
Is it?
teacher in the infirmary?
No, he was a teacher at the school, but the school has an infirmary
Oh, okay.
because that's where the students went. The ones that we found in the caverns.
By the way, I was thinking when we're done with the caverns and the school, we should block off the entrance so the hags can't get in there.
Well, currently it's blocked off already. So they brought the roof down or the ceiling down on their exit passageway, and we checked.
No, I mean the entrance to the school, because you enter a mine and then you enter that place. So there still could be a way to get into the
It's
entrance.
possible y'all haven't explored all of the mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you make it to Althea's office, and she's writing in a book.
Hello, Althea.
Yes. Can I help you?
First of all, do you remember us?
Yes.
Good.
Wait.
We
You're the one that brought all those kids that we don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
That would be us.
And we also should have had Professor Lufkin and Emma arrive back. Have they?
Oh, yes. They came back and they went to the infirmary and then they went to his office.
We would like to check on them soon, but we figured you probably would know their whereabouts before that. Is anything else we should know?
At this point, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I
Understood.
can trust what I know.
That's understandable. We're doing what we can to head that off and correct the problem. We will let you know that there is a relic involved that is what is causing the memories to be taken from people, and so we are in search of that now.
That sounds fun. Oh,
No, it's not. I love your sarcasm.
believe me, I know. All right, well, be careful.
All right, we'll head to where she said the professor and Emma are.
Professor's office.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. You get to the office and you see Emma and the professor laughing as they're looking at papers.
I want to know how this makes Core feel.
Hey, how's it going? Did you guys figure out the cipher?
Why is he doing?
Yeah, we
like,
figured it out. We figured it out. I don't think it's going to be useful to you.
Hmm.
What does it say?
We passed notes so that no one could look at it between us, apparently.
Okay.
A few of them I don't feel comfortable talking about with others.
Understandable.
Is it possible that those letters have helped you remember anything?
Well, not really, but once we both started talking about what we do remember of these letters, we started figuring the cipher out. And I do remember, it's hard to explain. It's like I remember having pieces of a relationship, but only the pieces that involve this letter. Like, I remember all my love of history and lore and forgotten languages and everything, and I'd always try to stump her with puzzles that she would figure out relatively quickly because she's a smart one. And
We need that all. This team is
so
lacking puzzle solving.
I decided to make up my own by combining multiple ancient languages. And then she figured it out too, but realized that with a few tweaks, it would actually be a really good thing. And so I remembered that we made this together. And after reading through them, I'm fairly certain that we knew each other very well.
Well, Core, it seems that your quest for knowledge has been passed on to your daughter.
He has a quest for a bunch of
Mm-hmm.
fire juice in ovens.
Ovens. We'll have to see if she likes ovens or not.
That might be condescending. You might want to watch what.
No, if we
go
were
with
able to
that.
make 2 gauntlets for her that could punch out fire, that'd be interesting.
Is how it works.
She's not a firebender.
I mean, neither is Core, because
Well, to be fair, the
Hey, give me
journal
a
and
candle.
things
We'll
we were more interested in trying to find out what that said in hopes of finding him. So, I think we thought maybe there was letters that went to Eric or things like that. Did you guys find anything that might signify that information that you may have been passing to Eric?
No, I haven't been able to find anything involving Eric at all. It's like all the stuff that involved Eric has been removed from my office.
Ooh.
And all the stuff from my class, which doesn't make sense because I know I had a class this year, but I can't remember who they were. But none of my paperwork for this year's graduates are here.
Would that be some of the kids that we found in the cavern, you think? They would have been removed. They were removed from the whole list that the school has. I would assume
Some
that
of the A team, all the people in the circle under the water were A team, correct?
Yes.
So those are the people. Does he not remember those people? Do you not remember the people that were being recovered under the? Wait, did you? Hold on, he wasn't down there.
No, he was not.
Have you met with any of the young men or whatever that were in the infirmary?
cadets.
I saw them there, but when I was checked out, we didn't have any conversations.
But you don't remember them.
No.
Okay.
Mm.
Sweet. You good?
They have no much.
Man, this relic is strong. We got to get it back now.
I'll
But
see.
most of those boys are still in the infirmary if you need them. I believe they've been treated. The nurse has said that they are doing much better.
Did
We
we
might
ask
need it.
the boys at all? The ones, the A-team folks, if they remember anything?
We have not
No,
talked to them
The
at
because
all.
they were.
A-team folks were still out of it. Like they were
Yeah,
Alright.
passed
they,
out. They couldn't talk. So we never got to talk to them.
Let's
Yeah.
check those guys out then.
Okay. You make it to the infirmary, and you see a couple doctors standing there.
What's up, Doc?
One of them just kind of looks at you.
Hey, we're looking for the
Oh,
young
hey,
men that were
alright.
brought in earlier.
Yes, the boys. They're over there. And he points to a section where there's a couple of beds. A couple of people are
Mhm.
sleeping. A couple of people are sitting around. There's one kid is actually doing like calisthenics.
They seem to be feeling a lot better.
That one seems to have some issues.
What kind of issues?
He said something about he knows he has to be prepared for his test, but based on everything I can see, I'm pretty sure he passed his test a year ago. I don't remember him.
More memory.
Alright.
But at least he's feeling good. That's what I was.
Physically, most of them are in fairly good condition. It's obviously that they were fed, but they were abused a good bit.
Then it's probably good that they don't remember much.
Yeah, we'll talk. We gotta take a moment to. We'll go talk with him real quick.
The one that's doing the exercises?
Sure.
Okay.
You have naked here. Hey, good morning, or whatever time it is. What time is it?
Evening.
Almost evening.
Evening. Good evening. Hey,
Can't talk. It's calisthenic time.
it's time to talk.
No, everyone's doing calisthenics.
No one is doing calisthenics. Who is doing
No,
calisthenics
just
here?
you are.
Everyone outside was doing it.
Oh, down ups. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were just wrapping up.
And all of a sudden you hear another horn blow and he stops. Yep. Dinner time.
Dinner time. Do you remember
Let's
anything?
talk over dinner.
Do you remember anything from the caves, or for how you got into the caves?
I don't remember anything from before the caverns other than I knew my test is coming up so that I can become a first year
You've
or
already.
an almost graduate. It's hard to explain. I've completed all the base training and now I'm ready to take my test to go into the final class.
Okay.
You passed that test already, and I
Well,
believe you were in that class.
here's the thing. You technically passed that already, but you don't remember, and no one else remembers. So technically you pass it, but no one knows. So did you really pass it?
Why would you do that?
I'm just trying to prep them for life, you know. Don't know if you're gonna get your memory back.
I mean, that's a good story of life, to be honest with you. Sometimes things just kick you back down the hill, and you gotta get back to where you were.
Good on you for
But I
preparing,
mean,
you know.
Just I don't all I know is I want to get out of the school. And I want to get out the right way. I don't want to be here anymore.
Understandable. Did any of your other classmates from the tunnel say they remembered anything?
We're all sitting right here. I don't know. I haven't been talking to any of them.
But you were all in the same class. Yeah. Anyhow, we'll go talk with them. We'll go over and we'll gather all the boys and we'll talk with them.
well, he just remembers that he didn't pass. He don't
Well,
remember passing his test. He could still be in the class with him, but he didn't pass the test, so he's got to prepare for the test.
So if they're all class A, can we line up with who we think was the first person to disappear?
Afraid.
Would that might have been him?
Hold on, I'm having to reload. Tried clicking a button and it didn't do anything.
I gotta take a quick bathroom break. Be right
Yeah,
back.
remember earlier, Hatala, when you rolled the D2? I just now see that. 28 minutes ago, it says.
Well, it's gonna be interesting storytelling.
All right, there we go.
You didn't see all the natural 20s I rolled earlier?
You didn't roll a single natural 20 because the only thing that's been rolled is a D2. It keeps a log, even if I'm not here.
Okay.
Winky,
Mm-hmm.
look at your notes.
Oh.
You're not even logged in.
I aren't. What?
You might have to refresh because everyone got booted from the looks of it.
Oh, great.
Oh, yep. It's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yep.
Yeah, Mo is coming and going.
Yep.
Great.
I went ahead and refreshed just to be safe.
Yeah, me too.
Now I see a Winky.
Hey, guys.
Hmm.
It looks like there's less kids than the last time we were here.
Oh my god.
How many?
You mean the kids that were underground with us, or do you mean kids that before we were dealing with?
You're saying the kids that disappeared that we found are now disappeared again?
I don't know the specific kids.
Well,
I just know
what did
there's
you
less of them.
what do you know?
He's saying all humans look the same to him, so.
Mm.
They don't all.
How many are missing?
He doesn't know for sure.
Hmm.
But you're saying out of the people
All
that
right.
we
Write
The
it
say
people
down.
that he brought, the people that y'all brought up, he doesn't see as many of them as when y'all brought them up.
Write it down.
hopefully they
Yeah.
have left the infirmary because they feel better.
Let's ask the doctor. Hey, doctor, how many kids came in previously?
He looks around the room. These right here.
There were
That's
more.
incorrect.
Let's
We saved them. We know how many were there, and that's incorrect.
But nobody actually sat there counting them, so none of y'all are even sure exactly how many you brought back.
let's write down the number. Winky, write down the number in your journal right now.
Right now, of how many are here, in
Alright.
case any more go
Doctor, I
disappear.
need you to take out your notepad also, doctor. I need you to write down how many kids are here.
Okay, he pulls out his notepad and writes down the number of kids here currently.
We're gonna go somewhere, but we'll be back probably by tomorrow. Well, we might have to sleep first. Anyhow, we'll be back. We're gonna ask you how many kids are here.
Have him write it down.
That's what I'm
Another
doing.
copy. No.
Oh,
Another
2
copy
copies.
and give it to us.
Write your
And
name
then
on
if
it
he has,
too.
Yeah,
Yep,
that
so he
way we
recognizes
have
his own
your
handwriting.
handwriting, your name with your number already on it.
He's like, okay, hands it to you.
All right.
I mean,
Perfect.
it's just been the two of us all day with them. We've been taking good care of them.
Who at the door? Please? I'm kidding.
There were 3 doctors. All right. All right.
Dang it.
All right. Next question. Do we want to sleep before we go down into these caves and forget what we're doing?
I'm here.
Or we get cracking at it and maybe sleep in the caves. Nedep
Like
says
Nita.
no to sleep at all. No sleep.
I mean, well, I think the best plan of action is we go down in the caves, and then Needip makes a little room,
Hmm.
and then closes it off completely, so no one can get to us.
I like this
I'd
idea.
like to sleep so I
And
can
then we
y'all
get all my
all
die
suffocate
spells
in the
back.
night.
Suffocation.
No,
Whoa,
like
whoa,
maybe
that's a
put
lot
like
going on. What? Wait,
maybe
what's
put
going on?
a couple holes so we don't die, but so
Poke some holes in it so y'all are
get
now in a glass jar.
completely
Hopes and
where
hoes.
no one can get in. We're
Okay.
completely
Well, we got a plan.
locked in.
Nedep, will you head this up?
Sure. I'm gonna go down in the caves, find a nice section of wall, and I'll just dump all my points and use the wand, whatever I need to use.
Your points alone would be able to make a really nice place.
All right. Well, I'll make a really nice place. On the very front, I want it to say Brooklyn above the door. I'm gonna go inside and go to sleep.
What? Hold on. I'm getting my characters mixed up in between my characters. I have some type of like thing, don't I now?
You
Yeah.
have your
No,
hut.
that's your other guy.
Yeah. No, I do have a hut now on this guy too. I
Mhm.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah, he does.
The
So
one guy has a spell. He has a magic item.
yeah. So inside this nice little area, I want to also put up the hut so we have a good night's sleep.
Don't forget to kind of close up the doorway mostly so that nothing can get in it up.
I've
Hey,
crafted a stone door.
no fires. No fires. We don't want to smoke ourselves out. We don't have any ventilation.
And you don't really need a fire when you're underground.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Nobody start a fire trying to think that they're going to cook something. We got cured
Okay.
meat and bacon.
Hey, cured. Speaking of that, is anyone else showing symptoms of the plague?
No one is currently.
Did we heal up? I haven't even checked if we are healed.
Yeah, we healed up last time. We didn't get into another fight. Most of us should be almost all the way healed.
Yeah, I was still down 10, 20 points. I should probably
I'm-
heal up overnight.
I'm
Unless you
down
want to
by
heal me
9,
before
so-
you sleep and then burn your points so you then restore 'em.
I can just use all my
Okay.
heal spells.
I can use a heal spell.
I want everyone to heal me.
Boom.
I'm gonna have a really good night's sleep.
Because the hut's big enough for everybody, and it's cozy. It's real cozy.
The yurt that you create has the ability to feed you and up to 9 other creatures every day.
That's
So
good. There's only
with
5
me
of
there,
us.
it's like 5 creatures.
Yes.
So we get to feast.
Hmm?
We get to feast.
Yeah.
Feast.
So y'all rested the night.
Is that in my inventory?
I don't remember if it's in your inventory, but it was in your inventory.
I don't see it. That's
It's
good,
the
right?
Explorer's Yurt.
Really not.
Explorer's Yurt. Yeah, I don't see it in my inventory. Yeah, let's go. Equipment, consumables, charges, contains. No, I don't see it. I know it was there at one point in time. I just want to make sure I didn't get my B team and my A team mixed up
Yeah.
So,
because they're pretty similar.
Your other character has a magic spell that does the same.
Mm. And it's a cabin, but it works the
Yeah.
same way. Yeah.
Yes, it's the exact same thing. One's a spell, one's an actual item.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all sleep through the night and nothing crazy happens. Except for
Fantastic.
apparently Needup's gone in the morning.
Oh my god, Needup's gone. How did he disappear?
I'm
I
gonna
thought he
find that
closed
bag
everything
again.
off.
Check the sacks.
Start checking the sacks. Did he go through one of those ventilation holes?
Find
Wait,
it.
he confused through walls. Uh-oh. Dun dun dun.
Or he's in the closet sniffing some coke.
All right, well, we're gonna make a really good breakfast before I leave the hut. So everybody eat up. One big hut. One big hut.
One big hut.
Okay. Y'all eat your breakfast, and everyone's gotten fairly well rested now.
And we
And-
sit and wait in this rock box until Nita hopefully shows back up. Because we can't get out without
I could just break the wall.
As y'all are sitting there, Neetup opens the door and comes inside.
What were you
He
doing?
said he built a door.
Oh,
All right, well,
It's
let's.
not actually closed off.
All right, well,
hey, it worked. We did not forget anything, and we were not in a strange place when we woke up.
I would not assume that we did not forget anything.
Yeah.
We could have this idea again.
I don't
'Cause we
remember
wouldn't
We were
forgetting
forgetting
anything.
stuff.
Because we wouldn't remember what we forgot.
We were forgetting stuff. We were forgetting problems. What are you guys talking about?
You guys all wake up and you all now have long beards. Even Eve. Everyone's totally confused.
I feel like we've been bowling.
Wow, I
You just
finally
got
have a
ripped and
beard.
winkled.
Wow, I finally have a beard. I've been growing this thing out for 30 years. And it's only like 2 inches.
So let's measure how long your beard is now, and then we'll multiply it times 30.
It's 1 inch longer.
It's
Eve's
elves.
rat's got a
Yeah.
full beard.
Hey, dwarves love that. Just saying.
What?
It's a dwarven thing. Yeah.
Dwarves
Yeah,
love
the only one
loves
without a
rat.
beard is Neetup. His has been shaved for some reason.
Oh, this is gonna be nice when he comes back. It's like Dada?
Only his ear hair. His ear hair's grown real long.
uh your beard's gone, and I think it came out of your ears.
Shall we
Oh,
give
man.
Neetup a second or do keep going without him?
Need it a second.
30 seconds max.
I want to take a bio break.
We could do
You
that
want to
real
take a
quick.
bio break? I can take a bio break.
Let's do that real quick.
Dang, I
All
just
right.
took a bio break.
Too bad.
Wait, where were we?
And we're back, and we solved everything. The
All right.
end.
Sorry, guys. We forgot
You
to
wake
turn it
up
back on.
comfortably without anything going wrong during the night.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So what do you do?
I'll check my notebook.
We'll roll over, and who do I see? The first person I see.
Oh no.
You first person you see is Eve.
I'll roll over and go, "Who are you?" And see what her response is.
I just shake my head and continue on my way.
All right, then I'm really gonna commit to it and just turn to everybody else and start freaking out, asking who they are.
How well is your deception, sir?
Yep, make a deception check.
Wouldn't that be a performance check?
I don't know. It's up to Charles.
It could be
Deception
either.
in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
she's lying.
I have a
mean,
negative
could you?
3 to deception.
Nice.
He wakes
So
up
it's
and
about
he's
average.
So everybody's just like already.
everybody's
knows
just
that
like,
I'm-
well,
okay.
he's an idiot.
When he gets to me, I'm gonna be like, "I'm your brother. You didn't know? You don't remember me?
What?
I mean, I know we look a little different, but I mean, I am your brother."
He said your mother was a caterpillar and your father was a worm.
Ooh, you're missing your beard.
What do you
So
have
we all have beards, but you don't. Is that normal?
That did not really happen.
What?
Oh, I know.
That was what y'all dreamed. You dreamed you woke up and had that happen.
In real reality, me and Kylie would have a beard, and none of you guys would.
In real reality,
You guys all have beards.
Why
we don't,
us?
because we
Mo
don't.
doesn't
They
have a
beards.
beard.
yeah, I want to know. I want to follow this logic too.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't see a beard.
I got a little hair here. I don't really have a beard.
Wiki wakes up and he's completely bald.
No, I'm not.
Is this canon or is this cap?
No, it's a cannonball.
Whip out a towel and
That's
start shining his
I can
head.
see myself. Wow.
Yeah, smooth as a hammerhead.
Yep.
All right, cool. The getting back to it tangent is done. Let's go. Let's find out
All right.
what we're actually doing.
Yeah, I checked my notebook.
You check your notebook. All right, there's a bunch of stuff in it.
I would do it. See if there's anything I don't remember.
The only thing you don't remember is it looks like either you or someone else went through and drew all over it.
Did you do something?
I knew he looked at Needham. I knew it. I knew that's what he was looking at.
I'm gonna look at my hands and make sure there's not like ink or crayon on them.
No.
Okay.
So if he jokingly did it, he doesn't remember.
I'm gonna check outside our little thing to see if there's anything that leaves traces of people besides us.
You do not find any signs of anything.
All right, so is everybody done with the hut? Or does anybody else need anything? I'm
We
about
had
to walk
breakfast,
out.
right?
We ate breakfast, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to walk out and it's going to disappear. Just want to make sure everybody's good.
Right? The hut disappears, and Jack is standing there outside the hut.
Hey, Jack.
He seems to be extremely perplexed as to where the hut went.
Don't worry, it's magic.
It will come back soon.
You guys are great explaining things.
I mean, you don't do it, so.
Well, I don't really think they'd even understand if we tried to explain it, honestly.
Yeah, it's basically just little. It turns into a little hut when he picks it up, and then it's a big hut when he's inside of it. It's like the
Oh.
TARDIS.
Like Jack
I
goes,
mean,
TARDIS, okay.
right. I mean, he is a wolf, so I'm trying to keep it,
So, Jack, what you seem to be biting on a pencil there, buddy.
He's like, stick.
Yeah, did you draw on some stuff?
I did the scribbles.
Ooh, scribbles. They were some nice scribbles. Is it stick tasty?
No.
Is that a pencil?
I hope it's not an old lead pencil.
Mm.
We might need to take that away from him.
What's lead?
Why don't you swap it out with some like bacon or something?
There's never been actually lead pencils. It's always been graphite.
Yes. And this is a
misconception.
charcoal pencil.
Do we want
Oh,
to?
he's good then.
Winky,
That's actually healthy.
should like
And now you know.
should throw the stick to see if he wants to fetch it.
Can I check if that's my pencil?
It is one of your pencils, yes.
Oh, great.
He hasn't destroyed it, but he has slobbered it.
Okay, I have more than one. They say because you said pencil, so I'll just let him have it.
Mmm. Nice catch on pencils versus pencil. Nice catch.
But I will tell him not to touch the book. I don't care about the pencil. I just don't need the book touched.
He looks sad.
We need to get him his own book.
Would you like your own book or would you like your own stick?
Or both.
I've got a stick.
Yeah, looks like Winky needs a new stick.
Okay.
Do I have an extra book I could just give him?
You do not have an extra now. You'd have to go to the shop and buy one.
Okay. Let's go.
So what do you do?
Open the door to our little cave.
We're gonna go back to where the fight happened.
Did we ever check the cavern by the academy?
We're in it.
What?
That's
That's where you're in right now.
No, what he was saying was, did we ever check through it besides just going down that one tunnel?
I thought there was only one tunnel until we got to the cavern.
There's more of the
No,
mine.
No. There. Hold on. I'm confused as to which tunnel you're in. There's the tunnel outside the academy that they were sneaking into to get into town, and then there's the tunnel inside the academy.
We're inside the academy.
We went to where the fight area was. From what my
Okay, so
understanding
y'all went
was,
inside the academy.
made a hole in the wall.
Okay, I thought
Yeah.
y'all had gone to the one outside because that's the one y'all were going to go to. I thought.
We finally found a safe place to sleep, though.
Am I thinking wrong on that? We were going to go to the cavern and build a hole in the wall. That was Needip's thing.
Did we
Yes, we did that.
actually ever explore the one outside?
No.
That's what
Yeah.
I was asking.
Well,
Oh.
no.
Because I thought I forgot all about that one. I thought we were going to where they had
Same.
fought and made the cave in. I thought we were going to clear the cave in. If that's not the case, we can go outside and just retcon it to be outside.
Because I had thought y'all went to the outside one. Just went in, found the entrance, and then found a hole in the wall.
That is what I was thinking as well. Which
Then-
is why I was questioning, have we not searched this area yet?
We probably need to go like switching around every night, like not going to the same cave.
All right, so quick vote. Where did we sleep?
I
It's
vote for the
actually-
one that
it's-
is. I vote for the one that moves the plot forward and helps us out.
Yes.
I vote for the one inside of. I vote for the one inside of the academy.
Because Nadept never really specified where or what. He said he's going to
The
the
caves.
caves and found a hole, and that's where
Found
we
a
made
suitable
it.
place, a wall. Yep.
So it's on you, Nadept. Where did we go?
In the caves where there was a suitable piece of wall.
And we were going to go search out this other cave, so we would have went out there, in my opinion.
Yep.
I'm good.
That's the smart decision, but okay.
That was my understanding. was that
Okay.
we could either make the base there, or we could travel to this new cave and make it there.
You just confused me again, Nadette, with what you were saying.
We're in the cave, the new cave we're looking at. Want to go check out?
Got it.
Cool.
Okay. So y'all are out in the entrance to the cave. This one has a lot more signs of people coming and going.
Getting on my track.
There's some muddy footprints that go about 20 feet in and then disappear.
Do they look like
Is this
student
the-
footprints?
There's lots of them on top of each other. The students have been coming and going through these caverns for a while before the hags got involved.
But they just disappear though. Does it hit rock? Is why it disappears? It's no longer
The whole
mud?
thing is rock, but they tracked mud in as they first came in.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that would make sense. It would run out. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, you can tell from the tracks that it's been a lot of them, and at this part of it, they weren't even trying to hide their tracks.
Yeah, because they would probably be like, this is a safe spot. Nobody's going to know about this entrance. Gotcha. Cool. Guess we keep following where we thought the tracks would go. Is where I would head to. I would head in the directions where, because somebody's not going to go, hey, now my footprints have stopped and turned. So I would continue on trying to follow the foot tracks, even though there's no foot tracks.
Well, the problem is, without a point of reference, you can't just roam the caverns.
So are we looking at like several different openings or like one or two?
This area is where it's a full-on honeycomb, where there's passages on all the sides, and they cross and come back. And if you just start wandering around, you could get irreversibly lost down here. This is the area that was really confusing when you went into it last time. It's just at a different area.
Hmm.
But you can tell this is that same cavern system that runs throughout the rest of the town. It's
Winky.
different than the one that is underneath the academy.
Winky, do you think Jack might be able to lead us through scent? Does he smell anything?
I have a cute scent as well.
I think he
so
would
could
have
use
to
it.
have something that is like strong of a scent of something to do it. I don't know how it works.
Well, I mean, does he smell anything that he, one, is afraid of, or two, is interesting?
I would
That's
like
basically
to
what I'm asking is, does
Why
he
don't you
smell
ask
something?
him?
I can't talk to animals.
He might be in his funeral form. I don't remember what form he's in right now.
He's a person.
You could talk to him.
Hey, Jack, do you smell anything? Do you have a sense of where we need to go?
You still need bath. You went walking around the school smelling like a septic pit.
You need to take a bath before I can do anything.
I need a bath. I'm just gonna walk off and sit down by myself. I'll figure this one out.
The rest of y'all have gone nose blind to his stench.
So do I smell anything else?
You can basically only smell his stench.
Oh,
Or
He just doesn't make you assault your senses anymore. You've gotten used to it.
gotcha.
okay.
All right, next water hole. Does anybody have any? I'm using my soap next water hole. Next water we found, if it's safe. I'm washing. I'm tired of the yeah. Sorry, guys.
I'm trying to think.
Is there not a bath at the academy?
There is an entire shower room. Not shower,
Yeah,
but you know,
so-
a bathroom.
Not- he
We
chose
didn't
not to take
specify. We slept in a hole in a rock.
Yeah, but next
Ooh,
time when we
I
go
have an
back,
idea. I'm gonna use my hammer sense.
Well, I'm gonna say the next time I find a pool of water, I'm just gonna bathe off in the pool of water.
Your hammer sense is very short direct range.
Oh,
Basically, it gives you a chance to walk past the secret door and automatically know it's there.
okay. So I'm like the secret door finder.
Sometimes. I mean, if y'all do want to use scent, your best bet would actually be to go back to the school and bathe.
I vote for bathing. I'm tired of smelling like a swamp pit.
That's why I thought we should have been in the school grounds because we could have done stuff there.
Why didn't you say anything?
I said something, but you guys were like, "Oh, let's go to the caves to say we're in the caves." Nobody listens to me.
Winky just followed along, pushing his butt.
Can I hammer that down now? Please.
So, do y'all go back to the school and get cleaned up?
Yes.
It won't take you more than an hour to get there and back if you want to
Sure.
come back here.
Okay, that sounds good.
Do y'all
Off
do
to the
anything while you're
baths.
getting to school?
We definitely take a bath.
Check in on the 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 doctor and the kids that are there.
All right. You go check on the doctor, and the count is the same as you remember, and all your papers will line up.
Okay.
Yes.
Glad I remembered I had paper.
Can I look at the blueprint I drawed in my notebook of the place?
Of all the case systems.
The blueprint of what?
The place we're in the school. I remember I drawed that. I believe.
Okay, you find a crude drawing since you're not an artist.
Okay. Is there anything different about the real place of it? This
Who
one.
is that, Mo?
You have been graced with a candy. This is my
A
wife.
candid
Say
candy.
hey.
Oh.
The
Hola.
stream can't see her, but everybody else can.
Who's the stream?
Well, the stream is only around my face, like right here. So
She's pretty.
Eve, she said you're pretty.
What?
She said
She was
thank you.
eating.
Oh.
Yeah, she's eating, but basically it was thank you.
Hey, Russ.
Okay. While Mo is getting cleaned up, and you've confirmed with the doctor that no more vanishings have occurred, one of the kids is there, sitting there with you, Core.
Okay.
Have you found the lady?
We haven't. What can you tell me about the lady?
She was really pretty.
Yeah, we got that.
We
Noted
need
from
more.
many people. What color hair did she have? What did she look like?
Red.
Red hair.
Oh,
Ooh.
Do you remember her eye color? Was she wearing
Jeez.
makeup?
No.
Just naturally pretty.
Well, he gets kind of shy.
Oh, that's okay.
how old is this kid? Just a question.
About 16, 17.
Probably older than you.
Okay.
Do you know where they stay?
No.
Do you know where our missing maps are for the caverns?
The what?
We had maps of all the caves underneath. Do you know the cave system outside of the academy?
You mean the caverns?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They go under the town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
We
have
had to
maps of
memorize
it?
them.
Oh, cool. Can you draw us? Can I give you paper and can you draw them for us?
No.
Why not?
It's like a honeycomb. You have to learn a specific route.
Okay.
I have no idea why that resembles a honeycomb. Honeycomb.
Do you,
Explain.
There's multiple passes with multiple turnoffs. There's a lot of ways to go A honeycomb is a lot of things to go. Like it's
Okay,
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of paths that take you to dead ends and circle around. It's like a maze.
All right.
Honeycomb is a good way of saying a maze.
All right, guys. Let's take a moment and kind of talk over our options here.
Okay.
All right. So, what threads can we follow right now? We've got.
we can give up and go home.
We could absolutely do that. We could just move on
That is one. That is one
with the
thread,
bigger
yes.
picture, because cultures are a thing, and this is just one town. So that's a, you know,
Yeah.
Cold but accurate statement.
um,
Also, Core probably got this kid the plague.
I mean, my goal was to find Emma, and that's accomplished. But it's also hard to just leave things on when we're supposedly close. All right, so we've got caverns outside the academy, the caverns inside the academy. There's caverns everywhere, but we don't know where any of them are. We're gonna get lost if we go down there. Do we have any kind of option to map it out, or guess the potential of get this kid as a guide, but he's only going to be able to
We
take
can-
us to the town? Uh, are we going to be able to maybe find the maps that we had previously, or are they completely gone? Do we want to
The
follow the
particular-
thread of the missing people, the missing students, or maybe the people missing from jail? Do we go back to try to talk to
We
Harold?
don't have any.
The honeycomb that we visited, that the students were using, is not the same caverns as the hags were using. That was stated, and
Is it outside?
we can tell that the where we went and stayed the night turned into a honeycomb that was not the same caverns as where we found the hags. So I think trying to find the hags and excavating that rock is a big
Question on
It's a
the
big one.
on the people. We know that there was mud inside that cavern that we visited this morning. Did it look like it was
Mhm.
fresh mud, like it hadn't dried completely? It was
No.
old, gold crusty mud. All right, so the
It
kids.
had looked like they'd been using it for a while, leaving muddy prints on one on top of the other.
Okay, so not likely that the students that went missing from the infirmary probably did not use that honeycomb.
That was probably the A team and B team doing their
From a long while back.
special stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. What else? What else am I missing? What are our other options?
Winky?
I think we should go to whoever's the headmaster of this place, or we should go to the library to get the maps for the.
Well, remember, we
caves.
already got the map caves from the archives, but that's what we didn't remember because when we showed up, they said they had already given it to us, but we didn't have them, so they had disappeared. Do we want to try to check in all of our bags, check with the tree to make sure we didn't drop them off somewhere that we forgot about?
That's a good starting point, but it could be just to the point that we have pieces of paper that have nothing on them because ledgers have been changed that we know of.
All right. Well, let's
So we could have pieces of paper that were maps are no longer maps.
So I've got
is possible.
the caves as one of my
People are
main.
sitting there talking amongst yourselves. The professor comes by. Hello.
Hello.
Y'all
Lufkin?
doing
Hey,
okay?
No.
Oh, what
Yeah,
now?
We are trying to figure out our next steps.
Okay.
There's a lot of missing students, and we don't know if we want to follow this trail, but we don't know where to go with the missing students. And there's
Who's
also,
missing?
well, we brought back a bunch of kids. Do you remember that to the infirmary?
Yeah. I saw them when I was in there.
Some of them are
When I
already.
went to see the nurse.
Yep. There's already kids missing, just in the one day. So something is still happening here.
What?
hmm
if the kids have run away because of the trauma, they didn't want to stay in the school anymore because of how much trauma was in the cave.
Or they're
They're
being
too
taken.
scared.
If that were the case, the doctor would have remembered them being there, and he didn't.
Unless
Or she didn't. I assume it was a he, though.
The 2 doctors were men.
Mhm.
I want to pull.
they
Core
don't, they
for-
didn't remember them in the first place. If they walked in and didn't, they may have not noticed they were gone.
Almost everyone at the school is a man.
I want to pull Core
So-
over to the side and say, I know we have a lot of other things with the cultists and stuff going on, but this is your daughter's hometown and this is where she lives, and I can't leave here knowing that these hags are still running amok and have this strong relic causing havoc.
I understand that. Just
We need to get our memories back too.
we have a threat to the entire planet versus one small independent village. And that's what I'm weighing in my head.
Understandable, however.
But if we don't solve the
Core-
problem,
And I'm not
How
saying we
many
leave.
times-
I'm just saying
How many times have we ran down a trail like this and we found that there was a clue to our ultimate destination on it?
I'm not saying we leave. I'm just letting you know it was thrown out by someone that it was an option. I was just trying to give it substance.
I was joking.
It's canon now.
Yeah, it's no,
Gotta
it's
be
no
careful with
longer, it's
that.
no longer cap. It's canon. When you said it,
And
You
now
said
you
it.
got to
Yeah.
play to. I got to play to who
Yeah.
Core is. And Core is
Yep.
a big picture kind of guy.
and I gotta
Yep.
play to who Akar is, which is Akar is the enforcer and the savior of people that we know. That's what my squad is. What we did. We went and helped people.
I mean, but I also think that Quill wouldn't leave a whole city behind.
Probably
I
not.
mean, he's that character.
It's a very, very, very remote chance that he would ever do that.
Well,
Unless
I think
unless he
we're-
knew that something was going down already that was more urgent.
I think
Let a
we're at
city
a
burn.
point where we are. Do we get more information or do we take action? We know where they went. We know that we could possibly find where they went to.
We could just evacuate
Because
the
it
city
was,
and
it
blow it
obviously
up.
was, it obviously was a big thing for them bringing the ceiling down. That wasn't easy.
I say we evacuate the city and blow it up.
Another volcano? We're pretty good at that.
Another volcano.
Hold on. I have to say this one thing. And then Winky goes, right after Winky says it, he then goes, oh, but I don't need a duck.
They don't need a what?
I can turn him into a duck! Oh, but I don't need a duck. And besides, I don't know how I could do that.
So confused.
Meet the Robinsons.
Yes.
The main villain from Meet the
Oh.
Robinsons.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, yeah, now I remember.
Because Winky just said, blow it up! Oh, but I don't need it blown up, and I don't know how to do that.
It's exactly that exact same emotion.
All right, so we're agreeing to stay here to figure this out.
Yeah, it sounds like
We
it.
can,
Yes,
we'll
and not
give it
blow up
another
the city.
week. We've only been here for 1 week. We'll give it another week. Now, what other threads do we have? Do we have anything else on the missing people or anything on the possible threads? We're also here talking to this professor that walked up to us.
I think we should go back to the prison.
There's the kid with the memory charm that was taken away. We have not found him.
I think we should go back to the prison.
Who's-
And maybe the people whoever took the prisoners, maybe they're being in the same place held up as the kids.
Also, the idiot guy still remembers.
He does,
Oh.
but that's probably because he doesn't sleep. He just stays up getting drunk.
What?
He
All right,
does
I gotta
some-
say this out of character. Nobody messed with him because he's an idiot and no one expected him to be a problem.
Right.
I just wanted to go ahead and say that instead of the whole, oh, because he's just up getting drunk. What?
That's
Nobody's
what I was
said.
guessing.
He literally has never gotten drunk, Elijah.
We haven't
You're
seen.
You're mixing Bernie with this dude,
Yeah,
Who's
and
Bernie?
Bernie's
which
never
Bernie
been
doesn't
drunk.
even get. Yeah.
He's only an
acting.
act. Yeah, it's only an act, so he gets free booze.
Tyler, did you see your message?
No,
That's
I'm
why
actually
he was able to go, hey, we're
trying to
looking
read
for the
through
silver, and he goes,
stuff.
so yeah, so he changed his voice completely. Yeah.
I
He's
think we should go to the cavern and go through the little cave. I think some of the kids might be still down there.
I think we need to check with the doctors real quick. I just remembered Lufkin mentioned a nurse. And
Yeah,
weren't
what?
they all male?
That's right.
well, just because there's a nurse doesn't mean they're male or female.
Well,
Okay.
he said all the doctors were males. He didn't say the nurse.
This is the information I'm given and how I'm giving it, and let's just
And
say
I'm just saying that just because
okay, I
there's a
get it.
nurse,
Okay, we're in 2022, and let's put that aside and say in the game, we're understanding that he meant a female. Because that was how the information was handed to me, and that's how I put it out, which is why, but it's obviously why none of us said a daggum thing when he said it, because we didn't assume that that was a female.
this is true.
So
This is
hey,
true.
good job on everybody in this track for thinking beyond the roles of what somebody would be.
Good point.
All right, so there we go.
What do you do?
We go talk to the doctors.
Okay, you're standing outside the infirmary, so
Bust the door open.
Apparently, Winky busts the door open. How about we just try
we
knocking
don't.
first?
and because it's a swinging door, he kicks it open and it comes back and hits him in the
I
face.
love it.
No, why? I didn't.
Too late, it's canon.
I'm about to shoot Charles out of the kid.
Careful what you say in the game, Winky.
Oh my god, you really just threatened your GM.
I say we
That's
split the
scary.
party. Winky goes one way and we go.
We go somewhere else.
He's gonna find another dragon. All right.
I got my one life.
Yeah, we just go ahead and open the door.
Okay. The doctors are sitting in there treating everybody.
Hey, good morning. Or, still morning. Right?
Good morning.
Do you have a nurse?
No, we haven't had nurses in a while.
Have you seen any females around the academy recently?
Whoa.
I mean, there's a couple teachers,
Mm-hmm.
and they've got our Althea.
What if the
Um,
nurse was a bad guy?
There's yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've got a report that the nurse was helping check on some of the patients, but you're not remembering anyone that's a nurse?
No,
Okay.
it was just the two of us doctors here working yesterday.
How many kids are in the room?
The same
83.
numbers yesterday.
Good.
Guys,
All
what
right,
if the
dude.
nurse? What if
It
the
was
nurse was a
Lufkin that
hag?
mentioned the nurse?
Lufkin.
Well, let's go track down Lufkin.
He's still standing there. You were just talking to him.
Oh, I thought it was some random guy that came up. Okay.
No, apparently it was Lufkin.
He is a professor, so. So,
Would make
Lufkin,
sense.
what did the
What
nurse
is-
look like?
She was a homely-looking woman, maybe in her 40s, 50s.
What color was her hair?
I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
Hmm.
All I know is she was bandaging up my wounds and checking me out while she was working
If-
on the kids.
If it was the same person as the kids described, he would notice because he's seen her. Also,
I'm not sure you're making assumptions in the right direction here, because if you're hoping on anybody's memory,
Yeah, Winky's assumptions are like,
saw-
I'm gonna drop a bomb here and assume. See what happens. You landed in the
Nobody
middle of a
listens.
field.
He said the person he saw was the most beautiful he's ever seen. And he just said the nurse was very homely. Not ugly, but homely.
Not the nurse. Possibly not the nurse.
Nurse could have been a hag.
She
I
could have
think we
been
should-
in a different body. She could have been in a different body. No way.
I think we should go down and unblock the path that is in our way under the academy. We might find the students and maybe the nurse if she wasn't a hag.
Lufkin, do you still have those bandages on?
Yeah.
Can since we have the doctors here, can we go ahead and replace the bandages? I just want to make sure there's nothing on you or anything like that.
Sure. The doctor goes ahead and replaces the bandage, and they look like they were done properly, according to the doctor.
Okay. I don't know. Other thoughts? What are you guys thinking?
I'm dying over here.
You're all right. Winky's dying. So you shouldn't have messed with the GM.
Yeah, Winky starts coughing uncontrollably as he starts getting sweats. He starts to have tiny butt prints appear across his body.
What?
He's got a case of butt pox.
Butt fucks.
What?
All right, Winky, you stay here. We're gonna go. We're gonna go over there. We're not sure what we're gonna do, but we're going over there. You need to stay here because you are in an infirmary, so you're good.
I'm just not getting the butt pox.
Oh god. No, they're not
Just
on
now
my
or
butt, they're
just
on your
not?
butt.
Sorry, what?
Did you say just now or just not?
We're just not gonna get the butt pox.
God.
Nah, Winky's fine. Other
I'm
than
not.
Elijah is not fine.
So, doctors, do any of you remember bandaging up Professor Lufkin?
No.
Have you ever had any helpers at all?
I mean, in the past, yeah, especially if we had an incident occur.
Do you have an office you work in?
Yeah.
Or would there also be a nurse's station, potentially?
Well, we don't usually keep it staffed, but yeah, there is a station.
All right, I'd like to, if you could show us where that is, I'd like to check that out.
And he takes you to the office area, and you see an area for each doctor, and then another room that is it's like, yeah, that's where we keep all the nurses' stuff for whenever they're here. But usually it's like a gig work. We get somebody to come in and be a nurse for a week or two.
Do they have like specific clothes they wear, like a nurse outfit or a jacket or?
I mean, it's just standard medical practitioner wear.
Okay, but you would have like a.
They're usually people from the local hospital.
Whoa.
Okay. Local hospital.
Let's go down into the school tunnel and find the path.
Can we go check in on that, see if there's any missing clothes or maybe a note?
You check the nurse's station.
Yes, I want to look over the nurse's station and I want to find.
Make a perception check.
I just want the exact clue that helps us move forward. That's what I find.
You can definitely tell the nurse's station has been used recently.
Okay.
But it has been cleaned.
Let's go down to the cave.
So there's no map of the caves. All right.
I meant the cave underground back to.
But remember, they caved in that entrance, and these people are up here in the academy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we still haven't checked if the entrance is still caved in.
Have we checked to see if there's any other false rooms? Hatala, maybe you want to give an engineering check around the academy, see if we have any more possible entrances or exits.
Okay, Tatal?
Wow.
You notice across one of the yards in the building square outside, it looks like there is a foundation but no building.
Interesting.
You just don't want to talk. Well, I'm taking it. Hatala points it out. I'm gonna
Let's go break this.
Nadep, why don't you lead it up on this?
Sure. I'll go
But
and
I wanna.
take a look at the foundation, see if there's any evidence of a basement or anything like that.
Okay. When you walk up to look at it, you smack your head on something and fall over.
Is
Can
it
I go
an
look
invisible
over?
house?
What was that, Winky?
Can I go look over at it?
You find Nita laying on the floor.
I'm gonna use my hammer since.
Okay. You can detect a door.
I'm gonna smack it.
All right. So you swing at the air.
I could detect the door. I'm smacking it.
All right. You swing, and because you have nothing to look at, you glance off of something hard, and it bounces.
Glance off something hard. Okay. So now what? Hold on. Thinking.
Hey,
I'm gonna
Eve, I
feel
think this is
around.
an illusion. You should come
I'm-
over here and take a look at
I'm
it.
gonna. I'm gonna feel around where I felt the door to see if I can
Yeah,
find a
come
handle.
over.
All right. You see Winky standing in the air doing this. He's playing mime,
I will join him.
and Needip is laying on the floor.
Oh, I'm dying.
Alrighty then.
I'm just gonna watch
Um,
from afar, like, okay.
Yeah, we're being productive. You guys are just talking.
I guess I'll use detect magic and come over then.
All right. You detect a lot of illusion magic.
Alright, I will try something, guys, but
If we die, it's your fault.
you're not gonna die from this. I'm gonna go up and try to touch any area that I can. And then,
You gonna try to dispel it?
I say we blow it up.
Make
Okay.
a for you it'd be a spell attack roll. You might have to do it from your sheet.
yeah, it's where.
Yeah, you can just click where it says spell attack, and it'll give you a box pop up.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay. You cast your dispel spell, and a building appears in front of you.
Found it.
Good job, Eve. I walk over to where closer to where Eve is. I'm still kind of keeping my distance from the building itself, but Cora, I didn't hear you.
I thought you were gonna do something.
No, I'm just walking over, just kind of checking everything out, putting myself in position.
We took that shower, right?
We all
Alright,
did.
Winky,
Yes.
while you are feeling around at the air in front of you, all of a sudden a building appears, and you're feeling on a low brick wall right next to the building.
Okay. I'm gonna go find the door.
You can see it on the other side of the wall.
Okay, I'm going to check if it's locked.
It is not.
I open the door.
He didn't smash it, guys.
What? Character development.
Oh no, Winky's been replaced with a hag.
81 sessions later.
Got to check
Okay.
the traps.
Winky threw the door open,
And it blew up.
and you can hear the sound of scrambling from inside.
Eggs.
Nope.
Is it dark in there?
I got Hatala to laugh. I won.
My dad laughs at everything.
Let's
okay?
go in quick.
It is dark in there.
I light a torch and throw it in there.
It is magically dark. The torch goes out as soon as it goes in.
Fuck. Don't want to walk in.
I want to just run in blind and run towards
What the
whatever
heck?
noise I can hear.
I'll go in since I
I've
have
done
dark
this
vision.
before.
That's not gonna
Uh,
do anything. It's magically dark.
Hey, as long as I don't fall off a cliff, I'm all right.
Do I see anything when I walk in, Charles?
Nope, it's magically dark. You lose all vision.
Told you.
It's right there, Core. Swing.
Run towards skitterings.
Wait, I got an idea. I'm gonna get Jack. I'm gonna have him smell them for me.
There's
and
a
I'm gonna hit him.
loud crashing noise as Core runs smack into something, tackling it.
Ah! I want to hold on
Get
to
it!
it.
We really
What
need
is
to
it?
dispel magic now.
Does it
You
feel?
caught a coffee table.
Yeah. Does it feel like it's moving?
It's a person of some kind.
All right. Is it? I'm gonna. I don't see any. It's all dark.
Oh
we
no!
should-
Someone give me the stick. Someone give me the stick.
Someone get a rope and come in here and help me, so we can get back out.
Do you guys remember the stick?
The darkness ends in the room.
Oh, what's inside?
Core is wrestling with one of the kids.
Dude,
I
One of the
got him.
kids.
I'm gonna pull
Okay.
Corey off of the kid.
Don't you do it.
Another
Like,
life saved. Another
what
life
else?
saved.
What else do we
There are
see when we
3
look
of the
around?
kids chained to a table in the center of the room.
I am taking them off of the chains.
Is the kid chained to the table also? The one I'm wrestling?
Yes.
All right.
I'm taking all.
I will release him
Yeah.
then.
Nina, you take that kid. Nina's gonna take one of them,
Don't
and I'll
leave
take the
town.
third one. We'll all unlock a kid
Wait.
since there's 3 of them.
Let's find out if they
They're
are
not
who they look they
hags.
like. Well, we are
Yeah, let's
assuming.
take some cold iron and touch them with them before we
In
unchain
their
them.
wounds.
Yep.
Do they look
Wait,
like they're
we
beat
could
up?
just talk to them first.
No, we're gonna just do it. I'm gonna touch a piece of cold iron to an open wound on the
He says
kid.
that's cold.
Does he react?
No, none of them react.
All right, I let the kids go.
What's-
And these are the kids you remember rescuing.
How did you kids get here?
I just woke up here this morning.
That's the same for all
This
of you.
morning. What? We noticed them gone yesterday.
Yes,
I don't
so
remember
they went
anything
missing.
from yesterday.
They went missing yesterday, and they woke up
Mhm.
here today.
Oh yeah.
All right. Is there
Okay.
any other
I'm gonna
entrances,
look
exits,
around.
doors, or anything like that in this room?
This looks like a teacher's house.
Hmm.
I'm gonna look around, like search every nook and cranny.
Is the
This
professor
be a
still with
nurse's
us?
home? The nurse that's missing?
Teacher.
No, this
I
is a
don't-
teacher's house.
I mean, come on, y'all.
Is-
Every single one of my teachers was a freaking gymnasium or whatever, gym instructor, so whatever.
But they already
No,
said all
this,
the
this is like a
answers also
professor's
there.
house. You
My
can tell there's
teacher's
a lot
a
of
weirdo.
books and a lot of things in here.
Is,
But the stuff that's high-end stuff that's like a professor would have looks like in disuse and thrown to the side.
Professor Lufkin, is he still with us?
No, he did not go charging outside when y'all did.
I'm gonna ask the. Never mind.
Hey,
He's
kid,
still-
whose house is this?
It's your
Um,
house, sure.
What? I don't know. He starts looking around the room, and it's like, is this the history teacher's house?
I'm gonna go over to the desk and pick up the nameplate that's sitting there and read it.
There's no name.
John Cena. It says John Cena.
Good idea, though, but no,
I'm-
there's no
I'm gonna look-
nameplate sitting there.
Gonna look through the collection of coffee mugs that this teacher has acquired over the years and find out what they taught.
It only says best teacher.
Oh,
No,
I'm
it's just
gonna pick up the key ring and see what name is attached to the key ring.
Check the bottom of every mug and see if it has Moss's face.
It's an IT crowd reference.
I'm going to.
All right, is there?
Hold on. I'm going to look around the room, test if there's to see if there's any like secret areas. Like
Do
inspect the room.
you guys want me to go get the
Completely.
headmistress?
As Winky's looking around, he opens up a closet and finds 2 bodies in it.
Dead bodies.
What'd you
Just
do,
let him hit the
Winky?
floor, man. Just let him hit the floor.
Are they dead?
They are definitely dead.
Ah! Everybody's got skeletons in the closet, but this is messed up.
They're two twisted old ladies.
Like, wait, old hag old ladies or old ladies?
Like contorted or like just
Like Stranger Things season 4.
or Jersey Shore.
What? Is it old? Is it hag old ladies or is it
Based
grandma
on their
old ladies?
feet, they look like hags.
Okay.
Somebody killed these
He
guys.
still didn't answer my question. It still could be Jersey Shore.
That's
I
disgusting.
can't answer your
So-
question honestly.
Someone.
anything
So
else
these are
you can
relate?
hags. So these were hags. Who killed hags? Why-
Both of their necks have been wrung.
So
Was it the nurse?
Hmm.
Is the nurse some kind of like secret agent?
Based on their size, does it look like this was done by humans or
Wait,
was it done by
what if it
The
what if it wasn't
handprint around each neck is about twice the size of a human hand.
what
Okay,
if it was an iron hag that didn't want the kids to die?
that would be interesting, but I don't know about that.
Gotta think
Iron
about it.
hags are the ones that are the most brutal and prefer to just eat their things alive.
Yep.
Which one keeps their makes sure that they aren't dead?
I was
The snow hags do a little bit of that, but
Hmm.
mostly it's the bigger, stronger hags that are the ones that do that.
Yeah,
kids.
probably was them.
Hey kids. When you woke up, do you remember anything going on here? Do you remember hearing anything? Did you talk to each other? Was there other voices? Did you hear anyone walking away? Did you hear a
No.
secret slab being slid into place?
We had like bags over our head and we were tied up, but then all of a sudden I heard a struggle, and then all of a sudden I heard someone yell, and all of a sudden it became dark. And when it was dark, I decided to remove all of our bags,
Hmm.
Chained
but I
up.
still couldn't
Ow.
see.
He was chained up.
Could
Ow.
not see.
Okay, I'm gonna check the closet to see if there's anything other stuff. Also, I want to
You notice on the back of the house, one of the windows has been torn off.
we should check the hags if they have dolls. You see if they
you
have
do
the
that.
dolls.
I'm gonna check the window and outside
I'm
the
not
window.
touching these things. Someone who's
You're
already
over
touched
there
the
and you already
dolls.
touched
Car
them.
does not sense anything.
Okay.
That was what I was about to ask, honestly.
Yes,
I
you
think-
can tell that the entire frame of the window was ripped out of the wall in a single movement.
I wasn't here, I promise.
There's a handprint that has indented the wood that's about the same size as the one that was used on the hags.
Any
Can
footprints
Jack
outside
go
the
smell
window?
Can Jack go smell the handprint? to
You can
if he
see
follow it?
a mark on the palisade along the wall.
I'm gonna point it out to a car. And I'm taking it Hatala probably freed these kids. She probably would not
We freed
sit
them.
idle with them chained up.
We already freed them.
I don't want to play your character, Hatala.
Can Jack smell the creature that had the handprint if he smells the handprint?
He can try. You don't know how good he is at finding scent.
Okay.
I'm gonna head to the palisade that pointed out. Try to see if I can
The top
find
of the wall has a big handprint from something ripping itself over the wall real quick.
I'm gonna follow what I would think their trajectory would be. I would think it would be to go over the wall, not to
You're basically
left.
seeing one footprint every 20 feet.
Jeez, this thing is huge.
Yeah, I want to relay that.
And it was moving really fast.
Think. We need to blow this place down.
I'm gonna notify everybody of what I found, and then I'm gonna start tracking it.
While he's working on that, let's kind of review. So we're assuming the two hags kidnapped the kids again, and then something came in and killed them. Potentially the hags were doing something that was not wanted, something that knew the hags potentially. You guys think my train of thought is on the tracks?
Sounds about right.
We're all crazy in this group. You just have to accept it.
While tracking, I wanted to try to figure out if I can identify what this might be with the handprints and the tracks that I see.
After a few seconds, the tracks disappear.
A few seconds.
You can tell between the last footprint you saw, the footprint was shrinking.
But we're
Would
like,
I, would
Your
I be
guess
able
is
to,
it transformed into something else.
would I be able to identify what it went from and what it went to?
From the house in a straight line away.
Oh no, I mean it's like what form it went from to change. Okay.
But whatever it is was small and light enough to not leave heavy prints anymore.
So can I still see the light prints as a
You can try a tracking check, but it's going to be difficult.
yes.
All right, you manage to barely see that the track cuts towards the town.
No.
which direction?
Into Mage Town.
Man, we've done a lot of things in this town.
But you lose it once it gets into the traffic of the people.
Isn't this a side quest?
I don't know if I don't.
Oh my God.
I mean, I think most of our stuff is side quest because we always have a main quest. But I don't think that there's like a definitive. Hey, complete this side quest before you complete the.
Yeah, at this point, you don't think you can track any further or find them in the crowd, since they have the ability to become anyone.
Yeah. So dang it! I was hoping to catch them hot on the trail. I guess I just head back to where everybody else is at.
All right. While the car is doing that, anyone else doing anything in the cabin?
I don't
In the
really
house?
know what to do.
If you have any injuries, I'll look over them and.
They look like they have not been abused.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Do we see any evidence like this is what the hags have been using for a while, or is this something new that they just took over?
Based on the amount of mess in the room, they've been living in here for a while.
Okay.
And your guess is, based on how the place is set up and demolished, at least 4 or 5 of them were staying there.
Oh, wait, let's fight up. Goodbye.
Sorry guys, I lost the tracks. It went from a bigger creature and then I guess to a lighter creature. It's all I can't tell by the tracks what kind of creature. I just know that
It was a shapeshifter.
I lost it. Yeah, so they changed into something. I could tell that. Sorry.
Was it?
Sorry guys. I
Do
didn't mean to lose
the
trail.
handprints look to be the same size as like the wolf wares we were fighting?
No, much bigger.
Much bigger.
Much bigger.
They remind you of the giant iron hag you killed down below.
Okay.
Because iron hags, their body is the equivalent of cold iron and can murder hags easily.
All right. Do the big tracks? Do they look like the bird footprints or whatever footprints an iron hag would have, or other hags would have?
Couldn't tell.
Now, only the snow hag has those
Oh,
distinctive,
okay.
really distinctive footprints.
I couldn't tell.
But your best guess is it wasn't Iron Hag's prints you were tracking.
Okay. I would like to just yeah, I want to be looking around the room, see if there's any other evidence or anything else we can see. Maybe they left a detail. Ooh, can I look around and see if our maps are here?
Make a perception check. You do find some documents that look like they probably came from the town's archives, but they have been thoroughly mangled.
Hmm. Okay. Um,
Would they be fixed enough with mending?
It's possible, but you don't know if you'd be able to use them right away. It might take a bit more work than just a mending spell.
Oh, I mean, I would say go with the mending, and then we could see if somebody could help out with fixing them to full.
I'll go ahead and do it now. Too.
Okay. You managed to restore a good chunk of the map's readability. It's enough that if you absolutely did want to go down in those caverns, you could at least find basically your way to certain landmarks.
hmm. Is Are there any other secret passages or anything in this building? Or
You do not find any more secrets in this building. It seems like the only secret was they made it invisible.
okay, so they were just using their door to go out and jump on the fence.
Or just walking around inside.
Now they did head to Mage Town, guys. That's where I lost them.
Was
In the
there
traffic of Mage Town.
Were there signs that they were maybe planning to eat the kids here?
It's almost impossible to tell. The way they were chained up, they were being saved for later. But there was nowhere that they could have taken them, so odds are they would have to have kept them here.
Okay. Mm.
I'm at a loss, guys. I don't know what to do now.
I can hear all
Other
the.
than other than head to Mage Town, but that's the only trail that I have.
I mean, what do we do in Mage Town?
And
Exactly.
you still have your plan to go down underneath to check the area you fought the hacks beforehand.
I think
And
that's.
there's obviously still things going on in the academy still.
Mm-hmm.
I say we head to the caverns underneath where we fought the hags before and try to see if there's another route out other than the one that they dropped the ceiling on. Because obviously they have another way to get there.
What do you do with the kids first?
Send them to the infirmary, and I would say.
Okay, do you tell anyone about the house that was invisible?
The
Let's
doctors
let's
and
talk to the
probably
headmistress.
I would tell the doctors, it's like, hey, y'all didn't see that invisible house over there? And then tell the mistress or the head.
All right, you find Athea's office.
All right, knock on the door, see if she's in.
She's still sitting there working.
Hey, good afternoon. Do you have some follow-up questions? Did you have a like a history teacher's house? Do you remember this?
We have a history teacher, and I thought he had a house, but I don't. He. Wait, the history teacher left during the middle of the winter. He went home,
Hmm.
Hmm.
Is
and I think we hired a new history teacher,
okay. And is that
but I don't remember. It's
is the new history teacher still here teaching?
she was. I think it's kind of getting confusing because I remember the house, but I can't tell you where it is.
I walk to the window and I point at it. It was
Yeah,
it's been invisible for a little
there,
while.
right there, right there.
And
She looks at it. Oh yeah, he used to live there.
we did find two dead hags in there. Apparently they've been abducting some kids uh, and making people forget again. It's interesting. I wonder,
Y'all killed the hags?
did the two hags steal the artifact and steal the kids and make everyone forget the kids, and then the, I'm guessing the Iron Hag came and killed them because they took the device, or I mean, I filled her in on what we found and the dead bodies and who the size of the handprints and the trail and everything. Um,
Now, this time, the only people with memory loss were the two doctors and the kids in the infirmary.
so head the headmistress remembers then.
Hmm.
Does this line up with no? It doesn't quite jive with what I remember the hags are capable of doing. Is it with Karya? Could green hags were they green hags that we found?
They
Green
were snow
hags.
hags.
Snow hags.
Green hags are the low hags. They're the ones
So
that are just fodder. Remember?
so there's a very isolated memory manipulation going on. Is that track with what snow hags could do, or is this
No,
would
no
they have
hag has that ability.
so they would had to have had the device or the thing to have helped them? Did we no one remembers just oh we wouldn't remember seeing the device. Oh, can we go back and see if we remember to see the can I check the bag? The bag we would have put it in? Does it full?
No,
Is it full?
you do not. The bag is empty.
Okay. And this is the bag we will put it in, guys. When we forget, check this bag.
Just put a note that says check the bag.
All right. What do you guys
Then
think?
you get caught in an infinite loop.
You're super scared, aren't you?
What are you thinking, Adept?
I have no idea.
Awesome.
Sorry.
Well, just talk it out. That's why I've been talking my thoughts out. Just like these are the threads that I had in my head. Maybe you remember other threads that I'm forgetting.
I highly doubt it, but I mean, we're pretty much at a standstill now, right?
Car, you're missing.
Yep.
Why would it be more localized to just those people?
I mean, what's the central thread? Location?
I mean, there's
How
kids
do we?
here, but they already have kids. Maybe they needed those specific kids for the job. Maybe the A team is not safe.
think the only way to find out is to disguise Winky as a kid and drop him off at the
Mhm.
orphanage.
I mean,
And
we,
Yeah,
then-
I'm
See that?
perfectly good as a
Hey.
kid. I have a full beard.
But you can
I'm
change your
totally a
appearance
kid.
at any time.
we came up with this
No, I can
idea.
change my color.
We had
I can't
this
change
my
idea. I just want
appearance.
to say we had this idea a long time ago, and you guys got on to me about dressing up as and trying to get kids abducted. And you remember that whole?
You were mad because you said little girls.
Needip, do you see your message?
Oh, no, because I'm not paying attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go check the teacher's class and see if the teacher has anybody to teach.
The history teacher?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you for the breadcrumbs.
You make it to the teacher's classroom, and there's a class in session.
Mm.
We punch her in the face with
Sit.
cold
I raise
iron.
my hand. I raise my hand.
You walk into the class first.
I walk into the class and I raise my hand.
The teacher's like, "Can I help you?
Yeah, we need to talk to you for a second.
I'm in the middle of class. Can you wait?"
No.
This is urgent.
Well, if it's urgent, let's go to my office. And she turns and walks into her office.
I want to stand by the window.
Stab her with a cold iron dagger. See if she reacts.
You open the door to her office, and it is empty.
Why is your office so empty, man?
Quick! Detect magic, people.
I don't know that spell specifically.
Anyone that can detect
Just
magic.
It only detects magic people?
Yes.
There's another bug.
Winky, start smashing everything.
All right.
We're tearing
Leave
this. We're
detect
tearing this
magic, go.
academy down.
Atala, you feel the exact tinge of a spell that just was fired off. And as you focus on it, it's a spell of I don't know what school it is. Hold on, let me look it up. Go ahead and make a Arcana check, Atala.
There's another bug in my room.
Kill it.
Okay, it's there to bring you knowledge.
Atala with those nat 20s when we need them.
Gnat 20s.
You're detecting conjuration and teleportation. Your best
Ooh.
guess, based on your skill check, you're fairly certain dimensional door was just cast in there.
Can I cast hold the door?
No, it's over.
Nice try.
I want to sprint to the house. The history teacher house. Is she there? He there?
No.
Go there.
Have you split the party? Do we all run?
Right now, it's like Clue. When one of you runs off, everyone else runs with them.
Okay.
Clue?
Because I'm just imagining that Clue movie.
Yep.
The
Sounds
problem
about right.
is there's several endings to that.
Because that's the way every D&D game is. Now, the only thread you have left is underneath the school.
Under the school we go.
Left that whole class in there. Like,
With
We
no
walked
teacher.
Y'all
into
just left them.
yeah.
I walk back and say, school's out. Forever.
Ever. Much rejoicing.
They're like, okay, and they go off to their next class. So you go underneath the school now?
Yes.
All right. You get underneath the school and you get to where everything's caved in.
All right. Do some expeditious expedition. Whatever. I'm gonna do some digging.
Okay. Again, it's stone, so your best bet would be to use your ability.
Right.
You can do a check or burn a slot.
I'll do a check, and
right.
then if that doesn't work, I'll burn a slot. Yep.
All right, you managed to carve out a small passage that everyone could crawl through.
All right. I'll do it again and make it walkable.
All right.
Jeez.
You make it just a bit bigger so everyone can duck and walk through it.
All right. Just not feeling the mojo tonight, guys. Come on through.
All right.
Be back in just a second.
Green person's gone.
Do y'all keep going or wait till Core goes back?
We can wait. I mean, or we can go. I mean, if you think the story is going to need him, we'll wait.
It's up to y'all.
I keep
Let's go
moving.
ahead. Let's keep moving.
I keep
Alright.
moving.
Y'all crawl to the other side, come out the other side, and you're in another set of tunnels that's similar to the ones you were just in. But this one looks like they tried to be much more organized, and you can tell this is where a lot of the hags were sleeping.
The hag barracks, so to speak.
Yeah, basically it's a hag barracks. There's 2 rooms that are really smell damp and nasty, and there's little basically bogged benches in each one of them for where the green hags have been sleeping.
Any doors?
No, the doors have all been ripped apart.
Yeah. I wasn't here.
Bogs don't need no doors.
There's another room where they had dragged in a bunch of ice and other material so that the snow hags would be more comfortable. And then finally, there's a couple other rooms. One of them is a very large room with 2 big, nasty mats in it.
Eve, we should clean everything up just to piss off all the hags. And I'll melt the snow and we'll dry out the marsh.
You know what? I got nothing else to do.
So we'll get to doing that.
Why?
I mean, why not? We're fighting hags. Let's fight them everywhere.
I can
In
just.
the green hag room, you notice that there are 3 dead green hags in there.
3.
You know, check their bodies, Winky, see if there's anything good.
A car. Do you sense anything on them? Any crystals?
You do not sense anything in the green hag room.
Good.
And just to catch you up, Core, they went on through to the other side and found basically the hag barracks. And they decided that since they want to mess with the hags, they're going to mess up all their barracks. But they went
We're
into
gonna
the first
clean
barracks and found a bunch of dead hags in there.
Green dead hags.
Green hags are dead.
Can
Did it-
we investigate of how they died?
Yes, I was about to say. Good job, Winky.
Yes. They have been torn apart with claws.
Internal
by
conflict.
Your guess is an iron hag did it.
Oh, I thought it was a wolf.
Did she have red hair?
No.
Is the car's food good? Because it looks good.
I don't think that. I don't think that the person with the red hair is a hag.
Okay, do you now
Just-
go to the snow hag room?
Yes,
Yes.
we're gonna melt all the snow.
Okay. As you melt all the snow, you find 2 dead snow hags in the melting snow.
Alrighty.
Who are killing these? How did they die?
They were butchered.
Probably by the other hag. Yeah.
Like skillfully or just
Bare hands ripping them apart.
okay.
They must have
Didn't
got
know if
like
they had like hindquarters hanging in one section and
No, not
Ribcage.
that kind of butcher.
they must have like got whoever was in charge really pissed off to get that much of death, like completely ripped apart.
Well,
Alright.
we did come in and kill. Then they ran away.
we're 2 for 2. Let's go to the next room.
All right, that's the Iron Hag's room, and it's empty.
All right,
Why?
we'll clean it out.
How many? Is it just one bed?
2 beds.
I use hammer since.
A car. Do iron hags, are they close? Do they like mate for life? Could it be potentially like the one?
All hags are female.
You know, maybe they
The
stay.
only thing people know about hag mating is that there is no mating. It's actually magic rituals where they curse people into becoming hags.
Do you think they could be a best friends and she was really pissed off that her friend died and the rest of them, she went on a killing rampage? What can you deduce?
One hag wore another hag's
I
dress.
don't know. That's possible. I mean, I can't really say the mating habits or how people feel or how hags feel. I don't really know that.
You hear some muffled cries coming from another room.
I go to
And
that.
Winky, you detect a door.
Huh?
Winky, you're
detected-
detecting a door.
I go to that detection.
Okay? Your hammer has led you to a door. It's
Is
a
it
big, heavy oak
locked?
door.
Is it locked?
You can't tell.
Can I see? Try to open the door to see if it's locked.
It is barred from the other side.
Oh my gosh,
All
Winky's
sex.
trying to open doors instead of smashing them. Wow.
Yeah, I know. Winky has to have been replaced with a hag.
This is 2 doors. This 2 of them. Like,
All right,
whoa.
you smash the door and manage to break the beam that's holding it in place, and the door comes open.
What's inside?
It looks like about 10 people.
Okay, at least I didn't get punched in the face this time.
Punch in the
Good
face by
people,
a door.
good people, or hags?
You don't know. One
I'm
of them
gonna-
is chained up by himself in the corner,
And then
and he's snarling, trying to get to everyone else.
Do we recognize anybody?
The snarling one was in the jail cell. The one that tried to destroy everyone that was with him.
The people from the jail. How many people are in here?
10.
one is completely insane. I'm
It's
gonna
the
go
exact
inside the
amount that
room.
was missing from the jails.
I'm gonna go into the room and I'm gonna see if these guys need help.
Yeah, most of them have been basically hogtied and tossed in the room here.
I'm
You
gonna
can tell
ask them.
it's just been recently done, too.
I'm gonna ask them if they are prisoners from
They're
that jail.
hogtied and bound, and they're gagged. Oh, so all you're hearing is whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm gonna ungag them, but I'm not gonna untie them because maybe they're gonna kill me.
Okay. One of the guys is like, thank goodness, I was just in that jail cell for the night.
I'll untie that. No, I won't.
What do you
Oh.
remember? How did you get here?
All I know is the guard came in, and everyone went to sleep, and then a couple ladies came in, and then we went to sleep. And then I woke up in here.
Did any of the ladies have red hair, or were they maybe one of them the most beautiful you've ever seen?
Yeah, actually. She came and took one of the prisoners by his hand.
Hmm. Are there all So there were 10 of you, right? Which one did he take?
No, there were 12 of us.
There were 12. That's
Was that guy that's growling at you guys one of them?
Yeah, that guy was nuts.
We need to get you all back to this prison. I mean, you probably don't need to go back, but since you said they were there for the night.
Anything's better than wherever the heck this place is.
Okay, let's untie them, but I'm gonna have my weapons ready because they are prisoners.
So there were two that aren't here.
Correct.
There's one that is not here.
One taken by the hand.
There's two that are because he said there were
Oh.
12 and there's only 10 in here.
Yeah. Do you remember the people that were in the cell? Were they like kids? That the two that aren't here?
Yes, actually.
Okay. Were they were both boys or?
They had kids
Yes.
in jail? Jeez.
Because
This
they
is
killed
like
their families, remember?
15 BC.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Or supposedly killed their families.
Were these
Yep.
were these some of the kids that may have been killed their parents, or do you know why those particular kids were in jail?
I don't know in the cell for a few hours.
All right, next person.
just know that
you were
one's
here for
nuts.
forever. What were those?
We don't care about your story anymore. Tell us the other guy.
Or you go talk to that crazy guy, and I'll go unlash.
One of them's like, I don't remember much of anything other than the pretty lady.
Yep.
She told one of this very stern-looking lady next to her to go get rid of them. That's all she said, and that one disappeared. She
Interesting.
walked away, and she had this. I mean, I've seen a mad woman before, and she looked like she was about to go have some fun.
Did she kind of seem shadowy?
No. I mean, I'm surprised that, frankly, I thought she was a man.
Hmm. Do you think
I
they were
don't
referring
think I've
to?
ever seen a woman that big before.
Yeah. Do you think she was?
As she walked off, she was just sitting there going,
Weird.
flexing her fingernails, and
Yeah.
like she was going to go claw a man's eyes out. I'm not saying my wife has ever had those eyes, but I've seen it before.
What did you do?
Wasn't me.
Bro.
Brother-in-law.
Ah.
Ex-brother-in-law.
Ah.
As in XX.
As in deceased brother-in-law?
Yes.
So do we still have a night hag and an iron hag and another pretty lady? Or are we thinking the night hag is the pretty lady?
I thought that was their ability.
We don't know enough.
There's 3 different pretty ladies. Night hag question mark. Dreams. Dream invader. And it was working for someone. That was the mistress.
Mhm.
The mistress was working for a
We don't know
woman,
yet.
shadowy, ethereal
Possible.
plane question
Possibly.
mark.
Maybe. Yeah.
Um,
Wow, 2 sevens almost 3 sevens in a row. Wow, that was crazy. Wow.
Yeah, that nat 1 feels like my ability to figure this out.
All right. Nita, you're on board with them talking, and have
Of
been
course.
wandering around a bit looking for something. And you go to sit down, and when you sit down, you notice the chair you're in crumble and fall, and you slam on the ground.
Oh,
Ouch. I'd
When
like
you're
to
on the
look-
ground, you can see that there is a hidden doorway behind you.
All right. I'd like to see if I
What?
can open it.
It just pushes. It's just visually hidden.
Okay. Well, I'll push on it then.
All right, and you're looking at a fairly nicely furnished office.
Is there like history books and stuff in it?
No, but there's high quality wood, high quality art.
Did anybody else see me go in?
Winky's the only one that saw you.
I'm gonna stick my head out and say, "Shh, Winky, come in here." And he and I are gonna investigate the room while everybody else is still talking.
I walk in and yes.
I'm gonna take
Okay,
a look around.
The two of you are in the room. There is basically a trove of artwork in this room. And you notice that there's a lot of basically rotten flowers in one corner.
Is like dust accumulation in the room,
Nope, everything is spotless.
but they're dead flowers. Do they look like purposefully arranged or just piled?
They look like a bunch of individual bouquets of flowers.
That have just all died over time.
Yep.
Okay. See anything else while I'm looking around?
Just the desk and because it's an office.
All right. I'd like to go through the desk and see if I can find anything else.
All right, make a perception check.
I accidentally closed.
There's a
All right.
decent roll.
Looking through, you find a bunch of arcana stuff. You're not sure what it is. The only thing you do notice is that symbol that looked a lot like the symbol the guy was wearing around his neck.
All right. I'm going to call to Core
Eve.
and everybody else outside. See if they can figure out where we are, first of all.
Mo, you died.
And here's Needup's disembodied voice calling them.
Yep.
Hey, come in here.
Okay. Oh,
Nice.
this place looks pretty nice. Surprised you didn't steal the artwork off the wall.
Sounds like me did that.
You just killed Peyton. Will. You just killed him.
What were you trying to get me in here for? What did you want, Nidep?
He's coughing and pointing at paperwork.
He found some stuff he wants you to look at.
I'll take a look at this, see what I can figure out about it.
He must have inhaled the dust.
You see the symbol that was on the kid's neck and some of the arcane runes on the paper.
Sorry for
S-
that.
the symbol that the kid was wearing.
Does it look like they were trying to replicate it, or
No, it's just one of many arcane runes on the paper.
kind of look at all of them, try to get an idea of what the paper and
Make an arcana check. All right, you don't know the purpose of all the runes, but you can tell this is definitely someone doing mystical research.
Okay.
It looks like it's research into that rune and the methodology, and based on a lot of what you can see, it has to do with memory, memory loss, and erasure of memory.
Convenient.
Your best guess would be this is where the lady did her research.
All right. Does it seem
Lady.
like they were looking for a specific kid, or
Remember, this has nothing to do with the kid. The Silver said that same symbol was on the artifact.
yeah.
You just happened to find a kid who had the same symbol, and he was immune to its effects.
Yeah.
So we need to make this a room.
Is there anything else in the desk?
Not
You
that I
find
saw.
more research on dragons, dragon lore, and sighting, and basically a lot of research on it looks like distinct, non-related things, but as you start looking at it, it seems to follow a pattern that's similar to the personalities you saw of the silver. And some of them date back at least 300 years. It looks like she was tracking the silver down.
Okay. Okay. Did she also leave a note of her exact location?
No.
Okay.
Yes, she did. Here you go.
Alright, I'll fill everyone in on what was found. Does Hatala, can you check to see if Dimension Door was activated here recently?
All right. You do not detect the magic of Dimension Door like you did previously, but this room does have a lot of magical residue in it. In fact, you can sense a large amount of magical residue coming from behind the wall.
Can I use hammer sense?
You do not find any doorways.
Can I break the wall?
Just use the hammer.
Okay.
Do I
Tala
feel
told me to do
anything?
it, so I get to do it.
I was gonna say, do you want to just
That
try to
makes sense.
move in the painting
Yep,
out of the way?
You smash a hole in the wall, and you see a 5x5 room behind the wall with no doors or anywhere in it.
Is the hole big enough to go through?
Not big enough to go through.
No, isn't that big? Is it big
It's
enough
now big enough for you to crawl through.
I'm gonna make it bigger.
Now you can walk through it. The room is empty, but there is a pedestal on it in the middle of the room. And the pedestal is empty.
Need it. Go onto the pedestal.
Okay.
That's
I'll go
not.
onto the pedestal.
It's not a button. It's a pedestal.
I said go
A
onto
small
the pedestal.
thing to put things on. It's a
I'm
tiny
standing
shelf.
on the pedestal.
You're thinking of a
And
A
the depth
podium.
is standing on top of the pedestal,
Posing.
trying to not fall.
it's like a
No.
Because it's very,
it's just like
very
an
small.
Indiana Jones.
I'm gonna go check
there
out the
anything-
pedestal.
Your magical detection is detecting that pedestal more than anything.
I'm gonna hit it with my
Is there
hammer.
anything invisible on it, Hatala?
No, she's not detecting anything like that. It's just there is a signal of magic that's so powerful that the echo is staying behind.
I have an idea.
Something was on this that was magical. It's gone now.
I want to check our skull bag.
I broke the pedestal.
Is our artifact bag empty still?
Your artifact bag is empty still.
Okay.
I mean, even if you looked into it, you would.
I'm
forget
not
as soon
looking
as you
in
filled
it.
the
I'm
bag.
feeling to see if it's empty.
Okay.
See, that's smart.
There you go. There you go. You can look into it and be like, "Oh no, there's
Is
nothing
there
here."
is anything else in this room?
No.
Hammer sense?
No.
Nothing.
No. And there's no entrances. This room was completely blocked from all access.
I do want to say
What if I
I
make
want to
more
gather
accesses?
up all of her notes and paperwork and stuff. All of her stuff I want to take, so she doesn't have access to any of it anymore.
Mm-hmm. You do find a satchel.
Investigate.
All right.
Is it Satchel
it's heavy.
Page?
Does it feel like an artifact?
No.
All right, guys, I'm gonna look in
It's
here.
got a lot of coins in it.
All right, I will look in it.
All right. It's got a lot of coins in it.
Sweet. It's just a bunch of rocks knit up. I will.
Okay. Are there any interesting rocks? Maybe not to them, but to me.
It's like 2 pieces of copper. No, it's just your regular pieces of gravel. And a whole bunch of money. So we got, I don't know. I guess we have a desk here. We can kind of pour it out and see what we got. An idea.
If you count it out,
Just
you count it out.
roughly, we'll make.
Yeah. It's about 2,000 gold.
There you go. We'll put that in our coffers. I would like to use the portal key to make a doorway to the tree, and I would like to put all the artwork through and all the fine furniture through.
Okay.
All right.
And contaminate it all with the plague he has, and give everyone at the
I'm
tree the
not
plague.
going through. I'm putting the stuff through.
I'm sure they've
Plus,
got
the
a
plague is a helpful
decontamination
thing.
process and everything.
Mhm.
Everything's perfectly fine. We
No,
got
the
a
plague is spread person to person, not surface.
spray down thing, a scrubber, this hose that goes out, all that.
We leave it in the sunlight for 2 days.
It's Friday.
Okay.
What have you guys found? Because I'm still out here with the
I thought we
prisoners.
were.
We
Oh,
found nothing.
Why would why would we leave them
I'll come
alone?
back out and talk to Eve about it. This is what we found. We found all this. I think we found her office, and where she was doing our research, we found a pedestal. It's holding a really powerful artifact, according to Hatala. She told us all about it. It was very long, and in depth with what she told us. There was a lot of artwork. We took that as well. Now fill her in.
We look at what any of the artwork was. What
Yes,
they
it was a
depicted.
bunch of pictures of tacos.
I mean, it may have
Oh,
been
well,
of
that
silver
explains everything.
dragons and tacos. Yeah.
Or it could have been
Do
the
you-
depiction of exactly her
Guys,
plan.
Oh.
Do you hear that?
Hear what? What does it sound like?
Like,
What?
stop breathing. Just stop breathing.
Everyone else can make perception checks if they want. Winky and Hatala both can hear the sound of someone sobbing from down the corridor.
I want whatever Hatala's drinking today. That's her third nat 20.
Wow.
I'm throwing 4s.
Same.
I'm gonna go down the hallway.
Yeah. Okay.
You go down the hallway.
Yes.
All right. You find another room. The door is locked.
Bye-bye, door.
Okay.
Beautiful.
You manage to hit it, and the door creaks a little. And it creaks a bit more.
I swear if Emma's behind this door.
Now the door is given up.
Yeah, can I get what Hatala's drinking too?
Okay. You busted open the door, and it looks like another room. It's an office, but not as nice as that one.
And it's the real
And-
Eve sitting there.
Dun dun dun.
Inside, you see a bunch of. It's literally piles of treasure and items and things like that, and it's all just been hastily thrown into sacks.
Is it
and
the
tossed into
silver?
the room.
Silver.
And
Is the silver?
Inside,
No,
you
the
also see
silver
a
was
boy.
the dragon. What was that
Really?
last thing?
Yes.
There's a boy.
Yeah.
Why? Can I see who he is? Or what he looks
Is
like to me?
it Necklace Boy?
It is.
We found him. Now we
Hello?
can leave.
We don't
all I
remember
wanted to
him, so
find.
hello. I think we remember him. I don't know.
No, I think we actually do remember him because he was specifically what dragged Neetup off.
Mm-hmm.
You found him, but he is not wearing his necklace anymore.
You okay, kid?
He's just sitting there sobbing because he's been tied up, and he's like, "Who are you guys?"
I untie him.
You don't
Crap.
remember anymore.
Why did they put him in a treasure
We
room?
spent a whole day together.
Because he's special.
He's not special. The thing he was wearing was special.
He's treasure, dang it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna show him the drawing
All right,
of.
He
Nadep.
had the.
Nadep,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
show him.
do
Come
we
on.
tell Silver we found his treasure?
Yes, we do.
What
Yeah,
would
we
be
need
the
to get it
benefit
done.
of not telling him?
And here's the easiest way to transport it. Put it through the portal, have it sit right there in the tree. When we get back to Silver, pop
And then just
the
unload it
portal
all
open,
there. I
have
like
them
it.
bring it back through.
Yeah. I'm
Done.
gonna show the kid the drawing I have of his amulet, just in case he remembers that.
Yeah, you did have it for a long time.
Yeah, he's like, "That I remember that. That's my grandpa's."
Hmm.
Okay, good.
Do you remember
I
what
just wanted to
happened
see
to
how
it?
far back his memory was.
The last thing I remember was a lady holding it and walking away.
What did that lady look like?
It was really weird. It's like she wasn't there.
So she was very shadowy?
We're fighting a ghost.
Yeah, it's like a shadow just came off the ground and ripped it off my neck.
Okay.
What was it, Hatala?
Oh my god, is it my
Yeah, cause red hair.
is it my shadow?
Shadow.
He looks around the room, sees Eve, and freaks out.
Oh,
You transform.
Hmm.
You transform. Remember?
it's been Eve the whole time. It's been Eve with the all along.
Now the
He's
red
like-
hair was the very beautiful one, right?
Correct.
I'm not very
Yeah.
beautiful, so we're good.
Yeah, you rolled like a 9 on your beauty
Yeah,
check.
it
It
was
could-
not high.
It could be a side effect.
Very homely.
It could
Yeah,
be a
I'm
side
definitely
effect.
homely.
Like middle of the pack there, as far
It
as
could be a
halflings go.
side effect of the crystal.
Kid, are you okay?
making
Why are you
memories.
freaked out about the half elf?
It's like not her, but it's her. The shadow lady.
Really?
Hey Eve, you should go boo and see what happens.
No.
Hmm.
No.
I'm gonna tell him that whoever the shadow
We
lady
got
is,
an echo on you,
can
Winky.
transform into different people, right?
I had an echo for a second with you.
Oh, I turned push to talk on, so maybe when I hit the button.
No, it's like if you drew a picture of her and then threw it on the ground. That's what it was like coming up out at me.
So it's your shadow.
Are we fighting against our shadows right now? Are we gonna have to do that?
Well, we figured it was probably coming up. But how did it get up here so quick?
They're shadows.
They travel at the speed of light.
I mean,
Do they?
you seen
I mean,
you
they're
seen
darkness.
Japan shadow. He can fly around.
I get
play
the
with the fabric
kind
of
of thought
space.
logic behind it, but
Okay,
Maybe
I
from the
gotta say,
shadow
I'm
of
gonna
the
go ahead and
light.
say this: your shadows are not Peter Pan.
But we
The Peter Pan
we
shadow.
lost our shadows in the kingdom of Orm. And now we found that Eve is really the mastermind behind this whole city kidnapping
Remember,
deal.
we could have followed the shadows, but we didn't in the Orm.
really wishing I'd read her backstory now.
Well, I don't want to put it out that she's a serial killer. I'm just gonna hold that.
Remember when we
Close to the
found
chest.
I
the
only said
shadow?
that to you.
Yeah, I'm not
We
telling
found
you.
the shadows running away. I believe we spent some time. They probably were here before us because they went immediately.
But like, if it is our shadows, why is it just mine? All here alone. Or is
Because
she
each of our
smarter than
shadow
Because
me?
you're
went to
the
a place to
scariest.
torture it. But also, it's important to note that one of the things did turn into you. So it could have seen you and then made itself look like you.
Honestly, I think Eve is the scariest out of all of us, though.
Why is that, Winky?
He's the only one that keeps you alive.
Yeah, but she's just scared. She said she's killed multiple people, apparently. She keeps drowning her rat and it's not dying somehow. And I don't know.
Oh.
We also don't know if she's actually a real elf or she's a hag.
You will never know.
She's the most suspicious. That's why she's scary.
Just stab her with some cold iron. You'll find out real quick.
That'll only determine if she's a hag.
Yeah.
And we've already done that. We've done that several times with our group. So
Why not again? Stab her again.
Currently, no one is a hag.
Oh.
Although I still say Winky is because he's opened several doors without breaking them.
Vicious.
To quote a bad video game, that's sus.
Yeah.
Anything else in this room besides the kid? Oh wait, there's
Nope,
tons of
that's it.
treasure. Never mind.
Yes.
There's a
we're
mountain.
gonna
This
move
is
all that
like
treasure to the
this
tree.
is like the room
Tell
if
them
you
to
have.
keep it there.
This is like the room
Right
if
in
you have
that
the
portal
max
room.
amount of gold in Fable.
Yep.
All right.
Transport treasure to silver. Let's do it.
Are we doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there could be something else here, which is why
Yeah.
we would put the treasure
Let's,
on the other side of the portal. We can still look.
Yeah, let's finish looking all this over. I don't want to just up and leave and there's like 12 doors remaining or something.
Suddenly
Alright.
we get attacked by a bunch of
If y'all are
shadows.
going to continue, we're going to stop here because it's 9:57.
Nice. All right, folks. It's been fun. We got a lot of things going on. You can check out our little list here. We got some. The Way of the Dice YouTube is not currently up yet, so but you can check out was it Derek Jordan or Dirk Jordan on YouTube that has
It's
most of our
Dirk
old
Dort.
stuff on that.
Who's gonna plug the Discord? Go. Who's going to get it?
Nadep. Beautiful. All right, go for it, Akar.
What are we doing?
Plug in the
off.
Discord.
see
You're
who-
plugging the
I was
Discord.
seeing who's going to do it fastest.
You are. You called it.
Oh no, I'm doing the I'm refereeing right now.
Oh man.
See
Hey,
who's gonna win.
we got a Discord as well. Check us out there. We do a lot of chit chat and we do a lot of other things as well through our Discord. We play video games together. So if you like some of those things, also Akar does a lot more video game stuff than we do. So check out his Twitch channel over on Mo Louder. We got TikTok as well. I believe Eve is handling the TikTok, and you may have heard it referenced several times about the stinking Minotaur head. That's on there.
Yeah.
If you want to know the reference, Minotaur head is there. Go check it out. All
I
right.
posted the link, but I'm not a mod.
Anything else you guys want to say besides bye?
Adios.
Good.
See y'all next week.
Bye.
See you guys.